Good evening.
Hey. All right, everybody, how you all doing? Are you well out there?
They're moaning.
The moaning. That's not like our audience at all.
Nah.
Hey. So if you don't know, that's our second channel. Got 3 videos up there already.
Yeah, I've been watching them.
Yeah. That horror cafe. Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, I know, that looks awesome. The amount of t-shirts they had. Holy fuck.
Oh, yeah. I really wanted a Dead Kennedys one, but it didn't have one in XXL. Sizes are a little bit small.
See, that's my problem, because I've always got to try and find 4XL.
Good name for a band, that.
4XL.
Yeah, isn't it? Bill and Bill.
Oh. No, we've got to get in before Bill fucks off at midnight. It's Bill's birthday tomorrow.
Oh, happy once more round the sun, Bill.
Does that make him nearly as old as Salford?
He's only one millennia behind him.
Only one? Oh, wow. Yeah. And we've been out and filmed 2 more today, so that's my job for tomorrow. Get them to edited.
What bloody advert? What is he on about now?
Don't know. Yeah, but Bill, nobody's quite as old as Dave.
Dave was the originator of the original Big Bang.
Yeah.
That's what she
said. Yeah.
Is that him letting off?
Yeah.
Tripped over his slipper and farted. That was the original Big Bang.
He was using Mex when they were still doing news on Slabs of Hooky.
Bill, how have you got an advert above the chat bar?
Hey? The fuck?
He's been on Pornhub again.
Probably.
Oh, no, they have started doing that sometimes.
He's been looking at the nurse porn again, hasn't he?
Sometimes they have started doing that. They'll put an advert above the chat box on YouTube, certain videos. Try refreshing, Bill. Might take it away.
You know what? I need them pennies. We get pennies. No, not that Big Bang. Not that big. Yeah, she definitely said that. How are you 2 guys doing?
Yeah, good.
Yeah,
Just been chilling and drawing.
Yeah, that one you did from Young Frankenstein, that's awesome, that dude.
Yeah, it's coming together. Starting to kind of get used to it. I just need to kind of work in my shading a bit more.
Yeah.
How to blend them all. And
I mean, if it were that easy, you're perfect first time, but it won't be a challenge, would it?
Mm-hmm.
You get boring really quickly.
I've started another one. I started Igor.
Cool.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I've been doing. Just drawing.
Yeah. So we went out to film them 2 vlogs today. And then yesterday I recorded the vocals and the bass for the next song. Guitars I recorded last week. So I've just got to get that mixed up.
Nice.
And decide what drums I'm using for it. I think I know which ones I'm using.
I've just been buying more vinyl. That's all I've been doing, I think.
Yeah, my vinyl's on the way. My Carcass vinyl is finally on its way.
Got an original copy of MC5. Pick out the jams.
Nice.
I've got Pink Floyd's High Hopes.
Oh, God. The Irish contingent's here.
There you go, Gary.
What else did I get? Oh, an original Little Richard album.
Cool.
Because I feel like it's going back to the original rock and roll.
Yeah. Well, there's a store at Market that sells all second-hand vinyl. And they had one in other week when I went in. And I was tempted. If he still got it in next time I'm going, it may be purchased. Now, I don't think it's an official release. I think it might be a bootleg, but it's Motörhead double live album.
Oh.
Yeah. 20 quid. So I was like...
We have a record shop in Enniskillen, a proper record shop that does just vinyl.
Yeah.
That's fucking dangerous.
Yeah.
That is fucking lethal. I am banned from that car park. If we go in that car park, you know where I'm going. I'm on that shit.
Well, we've got in Market that does it. There's like a second-hand, what they used to call a flea market on a Tuesday. There's a guy that does a load of vinyl. And then there is another vinyl shop in town, but it's only a really small shop.
It's nice. You're starting to get, because the lad who owns this is only young. Well, say young, he's in his mid-20s, but it's young to me anyway.
Yeah, he's still an embryo.
Yeah, he's just nothing but a kid. And he, but he's really into his old stuff. He's got no end of Rory Gallagher stuff. I mean, like some real rare stuff in there as well, which I keep looking at and keep thinking, I've worked out so far, it cost me about 280 quid to buy what I want. But he's got nearly everything.
I better not tell my daddy he'll be nicking it. Mind you, he's not got a vinyl player, so he won't.
I'm surprised he hasn't still got one, to be fair.
No, I'll tell you what he's really got into listening to these days. He's been putting a lot of stuff onto DAT, onto digital audio tapes.
Do you know, they were a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
I really never.
He's got like a mini player that you can plug headphones in, but he also connects it up to stereo as well.
We never took off for like sort of your average user, did it? For the studio people and audio and musicians, it did, but it wasn't.
Yeah, it didn't take off for the general public. Yeah, because I remember when my old band did his 5-track demo. That's what they were using each studio. That's what we got our copy on. So
I love that format, Lisa. Mini disc.
The good thing about it wasn't so compressed either.
No.
Mm-hmm.
You get that, like with vinyl, it's more open. You get that there's no compression. It's all, you get a full field of sound.
Oh, totally, Bill.
Yeah.
That's what I used to use mine for. I used to take it to gigs with me.
Yeah.
Take it to rehearsals. Just record straight off the PA. Would just put an ambient mic in the middle of the room. Just do a live recording that way.
Cool.
Because the good thing was about mini discs, it had an actual analog tape as well. Yeah, that it would record. It would use that as the temporary drive. So it would record onto that. And then you finalised. Once you finalised, it would commit to the digital.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a great format. But it was how quick you could do everything as well on that machine. On those machines, you could do it so quick.
CD destroyed it, didn't it, really? Compact disc.
Well, it's because CDs were already...
It was cheap, wasn't it? The CD was cheap.
I think it was CDs were already around and were already kind of the favourite. Plus, when mini discs started becoming a thing, MP3 had just kind of kicked off.
I think it was 82 the first CDs came out.
Mm-hmm.
81, 82, Sony released the first CD player.
Mm-hmm.
And I think by the time you got to the end of that decade, they were everywhere.
Yeah.
But I mean, MP3 players was what basically killed the mini disc.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, you can get good formats of MP3s, and yeah, but if you go back and listen to a proper vinyl or a proper good copy, it's so much more open, less compression on it.
Mm-hmm.
You hear so much more musically.
Definitely.
But people want everything cheap, don't they? So
yeah, cheap and quick.
And then moan about the bands don't sound the same as they used to. Well,
No.
Or they moan that they're all starting to sound the same.
Yeah.
Well, there's that too, yeah. Yeah.
Fucking pollen that's about today. Jesus.
Oh, I know. I've been really sniffling all day.
Streaming, eyes is streaming.
Yeah.
I take it nobody bothered looking at metal news today. Or...
The only metal news...
Let me go into Rock City. I don't think there really has been much news.
And kind of... Well, it does fall under the metal category, but Disney and Trent Reznor both put up kind of almost cryptic... If you know, you know. It just said... Tron Ares, you're going to get what you deserve. And Trent Reznor reposted it. So so basically it was Daft Punk that done Tron Legacy soundtrack. Obviously they're not together anymore, but so Trent Reznor's doing the soundtrack.
Cool.
That could be interesting.
That's the first thing I thought is... I said to Nick, because obviously he was quite a bit of a Tron fan as well, plus he's a massive Daft Punk fan. The first thing I said to him was, even if the movie's shit, the soundtrack's going to be awesome.
I'd be interested to see where Trent Reznor would go with that.
Yeah.
Very
see
interesting.
How dark he's going to take it. Because I can see him writing some dark pieces for it.
I like some of the stuff that he's done over the years.
He's a genius, Trent Reznor, if you ask me.
Oh, yeah, he really is.
The guy's knowledge of like frequencies, is just scary. The way he uses just the most mundane of noises and can use it to craft a fucking track with.
You only have to look back at that Dave Grohl film, Studio 606. That track that Dave, Trent, and Thing were doing, and he was just adding all sorts of weird sounds to it. But
it was him and Dave and Josh Homme, wasn't it?
That's right, yeah. That's the one. Yeah. Oh, Wind, how you doing, buddy?
Yeah, he's a genius, to be fair. I think Trent Reznor. I really do. Yeah, apart from that, I've not really seen anything worth bothering with in the news.
There's not been much.
Lamb of God were moaning about people filming at their shows.
Yeah.
Moaning.
Yeah. Well, I'm not being funny. That's been going on for years. Get over it, you know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're going to start confiscating people's phones when they turn up for a concert, which you can't start doing that, really.
Nah. I mean, when I go to a gig, I might take a few snaps, take a short 30-second video, but rest of the time I want to actually see the event. I don't want to see it through a fucking screen this size.
I must admit there is a lot of. I think it's more the youngsters now that they do get a bit carried away and they're like filming the whole thing. It's like, did you see the show? Yeah, through my phone. Yeah, but you were there. Why didn't you watch the show, you tit?
Yeah.
Actually, take notice of the people on stage.
To be fair, most of them are probably doing it because they're off their faces.
Well, true. I mean, yeah, I did film some of the Chris Holmes gig we went to last year. But I weren't stood there for the whole fucking show with the camera up there. It was just every now and again.
I kind of see where they're coming from. I get where he's coming from. You know, but
Exactly, Bill. Exactly. I'm saying.
yeah, we know the sort of pictures you take at gigs.
Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah. Matt showed me the private pictures.
Yeah.
Bill in his fishnets and his cape.
Oh, it's when he starts flashing, you know.
Yeah, I didn't need to see that one, thanks. We watched a video earlier on. It would not Chatsworth House, Lumber Park.
Yeah.
This guy had gone down. He says, "I'm going to go up and fly my drone. Can I film it from inside the grounds?" And they went, "Nope." So we went and stood on the roadside and took his drone up then. Exactly, DW. Well, we've got the Lunatics running the Asylum, otherwise known as the Labour Party.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I titled it that. Yeah, he were so he went over it, and it's not like he only went 100 foot up. He went right up, about 400 feet up as far as the drone would go. So you couldn't recognise anybody, you couldn't make anybody out, and they still come and argued about it.
Yeah.
Exactly, Bill.
I get if somebody's stupid enough to start putting a drone over airfields or over airports.
Well, yeah, because we've been looking at getting one, and I've been sort of looking into this and what you can do, what the Civil Aviation Authority, the CAA, says you can do. And basically, the size of the drone we've been looking at, which is under 250 grams. So it's one of the smaller ones, one of the mini drones.
Yeah.
Basically, you can fly anywhere as long as it's not around airfields and airports. Just as long as you keep them at a safe height.
I mean, if you're stupid enough to put a drone over a fucking airport, then you deserve to get fucking caught.
Yeah.
It's pretty obvious why you don't, you know. I mean, but there are idiots out there who do it.
Yep, people be idiots.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there's plenty of them about.
You know, Bill and DW are on fucking going on politics.
We'll leave them to it.
Oh, God.
Yeah, we've been looking at this because I think is he DJ Media or something? Not DJE, but
oh, are you talking about the guy that was filming at the Southport?
Yeah, that's DJE.
DJE.
Yeah,
DJI is the drones.
That's it. That's him. Yeah, I've seen loads of them with all coming out arguing, you can't film here, blah, blah, blah. I'm sorry, I've looked at what the CIA have said. If it's under 250 grams and it's classed as a mini drone, you can basically fly it anywhere. I'd say apart from airports and airfields, and even if you ask the airfield to when there are no flights, they will tell you, "So yeah, you're safe to fly at this time."
Yep.
You and Bill are exposed.
Hey, DW, we expose Bill a lot of the time, dude. We've seen Bill quite exposed.
Bill often exposes himself.
Yeah. Yeah, but what sort of shorts, Bill? I hope they're not them fucking Daisy Duke ones again.
Red sequin hot pants.
Oh, talking of Daisy Dukes. Oh, Jesus. After we'd done his filming, we went and grabbed a coffee. And this young lass come walking in. Got what could only be described as almost Daisy Dukes. And it was like, oh, Jesus, love. Fair enough, wear a pair of shorts, but you have not got the legs for hot pants. You're not Catherine back.
Ah.
Oh, my eyes are burning.
Oh dear.
Follow that by we went and had a look in Asylum warehouse, and I just turned around at the wrong time as this other woman was bending over in black leggings, and as she bent over, they went see through, and I could see a black thumb. Oh, Jesus!
Oh, putting me off my curry pie here.
Hey, if I've got to have the experience, you can have the experience as well.
What?
You ever notice how the wrong women wear leggings?
Oh, that was not the prestige set. Well, in that one, I've got a blackberry custard. In that one, I've got a very berry. I think that's blackberry and menthol. And then I've got custard cream in that one. Green Kong.
Do you know, I've only got 2 mods on the go at the minute in here.
Same.
And I've got my usual in that, which everybody knows that I saw with blackcurrant.
I hope you get shouted it.
In there is my own custard. Did I say you, Lisa? No, I said the wrong people. You're not dragging me into that one.
You can soon get your address. You can soon get fucking slapped around by another woman.
I'm on the Pixie Juice Volume 2, pear and blackcurrant.
Oh, I keep
and red currant and gooseberry.
Honestly, order some more of that.
I have never had liquid so good, but never.
I don't even know what's in here. I haven't baked it for ages.
Well, I did have a quick look. I know it's dangerous. I had a quick look on eSig One over the weekend because they got that 10% sale on. I put a couple of items in basket.
A whole 10%?
Yeah, a whole 10%. I put that
about it.
Yeah. So I put the BP mods, amped mod in the.
Vicious Ant?
No, amp.
Oh, amp.
The sort of borrow tank mod. And I put a borrow tank in.
Order the Blaze tank. Order the Blaze 30.
What, the big Blaze?
Yeah.
That new one? I did look at that.
I've got it.
Well, it weren't the Blaze borrow I looked at, but it was one very similar by the same company. I looked at the Theon, whatever it's called.
That's the Blaze.
Yeah. But I come back day after and that mod had sold out. So I thought, I sod it.
The Blaze
It were a good price and all that amped mod. 30 quid they were selling it for.
Christ, that's good.
Yeah. Everywhere else is 50 quid.
I trust you to have to buy a second one, Bill.
Well, he's buying the second one so we can gift it to me.
Oh, that's generous of you. And we've got witnesses now. So get the sending.
And there may have been one or two of them today as well. They may or may not get included. Depends how bad the heavy bleeding was on the stairs, because the fucking stairs were like that.
Fuck.
Yeah. Well, one of the places were all castle ruins.
Ah.
Yeah, we went to a old priory, which used to be a monastery, and Sandal Castle, yeah, over in Wakefield. Yes, there was a lot of fucking stairs up to that top bit. Jesus. Oh, pretty sheer and all.
Nope.
Yeah. We may have had to stop halfway up.
Yeah.
I'm getting old,
That'd be
kids.
me.
Leave me alone.
Oh no, fuck that.
Yeah, they were all like decking stairs. The bridges were like the wood on there were like decking, you know, like wood is on pier where you can see through it.
Nope.
I'll be up there with my penknife messing about.
Bouncy. Yeah. Is it safe? We saw a kid actually flying the drone up there at Sandal, but
yeah,
bit time we'd come back down, he'd buggered off, so we didn't get a chance to have a word with him, see which drone he'd got. Because that would have been a good place to fly a drone. Because plenty of open space. Well, this is true, but I still get knackered every now and again, DW. Yeah. Oh, good effort. Oh, a bit more joke that would have started.
Jesus.
It's not bridges I have a problem with. It's when they're falling down. That's when I have a problem with bridges.
Yeah. Like Dave Allen used to say, flying's not the problem. It's the sudden stop. You crash into the side of a mountain. Oh, no. Not hiccups.
Yep.
You've not been eating that pie too fast, have you?
Oh, it was indeed, DW. It was indeed. That was immense relief.
That was a bit from the Seven Gates of Hell.
Yep.
Oh, there you go. We're not going to sell me then. Yeah. Well,
I'm all right over if they're going over like water, if they're wooden bridges, but it's just so long as they're not too high. If they're over a certain height, you have no chance of getting me over it.
Well, it's not a wooden bridge because it's part of motorway. Is it M62 or was it A1? One of them anyway. If you go off, it's M62 on way to Bridlington. I think that was over. Is it? Oh, that was over one of rivers anyway. One of big rivers. Yeah, he's like, no, I'm not looking. She's like, I'm not looking. I'm not looking. I'm just looking straight.
Yeah.
It's
You
that
don't
double
want to be
quiet
on
night, that one.
Umber Bridge is a good one for that.
Yeah.
What's the one that goes over into Wales?
7.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done that one.
Over that one's scary.
I don't know on that one. I always prefer coming back from Wales into England, though.
Yeah,
It's not too bad because you're quite far in. It's not too bad because you're quite far in at the side.
Yeah.
You know, quite far in from the edge, but it's still a long way up.
There's a good one near up near Buxton.
Yeah.
The Devil's Bridge.
Yeah.
That's a good one. That's about a 90-foot drop off the side.
Yeah, that's somewhere else we'll go and visit Buxton because we're not far from Buxton. About an hour away. There's another place we're going to go and visit, but we'll wait after school holidays. Is Matlock Bath. Matlock by the seaside.
Been there a few times.
Yeah.
Matlock.
I have, I know. I'm one of we're them rowdy bikers that go on a weekend. But I was looking, we'll be able to get 2 videos done in that same day. Because if I go down the M1 and get off bottom end of Chesterfield, you drive straight past the village where Filthy Animal's buried. So we'll be able to do that first and then go down to Matlock.
That's true, yeah.
Because I think it's about 20 minutes away from Matlock with Phillies.
Because his sister's got a pub there still, hasn't she?
I think so, yeah.
I think it's his sister's got the pub there.
Oh, dude, we've got some great beaches over here.
Well, I mean, it could have been worse. It could have been.
Yeah, it could have been worse. So you could have been out dogging again.
Mm-hmm.
I feel sorry for the dog.
Yeah. Craig's sweaty belly button.
You know what caused it? You know what caused it, don't you? We said about Wales. We said Wales, and ping.
You mentioned that W word. Yeah. Oh, we've got some great beaches, got some great seaside places.
There we have. Sometimes the sun even comes out.
He does, hey, once in a while. We will make his way down to Skeg Vegas. Like I said, stuff like that we'll probably do after when kids are back in school when it's a bit quieter.
My cousin owns a tattoo shop in Skeg Vegas.
Cool. Hey, what you'll get up to your private life, Craig, is your business only.
I don't want to know what you're doing with sausages in your belly button. That's just, no. Oh, Craig.
Leave that to your own streams, dude. To your OnlyFans. Only lambs.
Brings a whole new meaning to sausage party, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Oh. I'll be stuck in my fucking head just now.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, we did go Bridlington the other week. Didn't do any filming around here. Fucking Bridlington's that's a shell of itself to what it used to be. And half at shops are boarded up. We went there on a Monday. And after shops that are still open are closed on a bleeding Monday. Like, what the fuck? And it weren't that late either. Like, after-wish. Even a couple of fish and chips restaurants were shut. I'm like, what?
Fuck's sake.
You didn't middle at season here, it middle at school holidays. It has, Bill. Oh, that Horror Cafe's awesome place, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I'd recommend anyone go visit that. And I did get a couple of shirts last time we were there last year. A Captain Spaulding shirt come from there.
Talking about the t-shirts, now I'm wearing this one. You know where I'm going to go with this?
I know where you're going to go.
The woke community having a downer on Cannibal Corpse.
What took them so long?
What the fuck?
It's only taken them, 30 odd years?
Yeah.
It just proves it's that certain age group of people, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Because nobody batted an eyelid.
What I said to Lee just before you came in, actually, G, was these individuals who are saying Cannibal Corpse, their subject matter and they're this and they're that and they're all of the usual shit that they come out with are probably the same people who sit there and quite happily watch Sam Smythe's YouTube videos when he's doing a video of
golden showers
and gay sex, and that is allowed to be put out to children.
Yeah, under 18s.
There's something wrong here. There's something very fucking wrong in the world.
No, there really is.
Yeah.
It just winds me up, DW. Like, there'll be stuff you listen to, for instance, DW, that I'll probably think, no, that. But that's your opinion. Same with me. Right, that's an opinion. Doesn't mean it shouldn't be allowed.
Most people these days are offended by anything. How's it going, Tyler? Most people these days that are so-called offended by stuff. They're offended because it's implied that they should be.
Yeah.
It's not
because they want to be. It's because sheep. Most people are now fucking agreeing with other people. It's not because they have their own opinion.
Yeah.
You only have to look at the lyrics. It's fucking horror fantasy.
Yeah.
You could take one of their lyrics and you could write a fucking horror film. That's what they've admitted that. It's just horror-based stuff.
And some of it, if you actually read the lyrics, some of it is actually comedy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There is actually comedy in it.
Yep.
If you read it, that some of the stuff, all right, it's dark, but it is still comedy. It's sort of like, you just think, honest to God.
It's like any musician that writes that sort of lyrical content. They're playing a character in that song.
Alice Cooper is a classic example of that.
Well, go back to the 90s again. Ice-T, Body Count, Cop Unaliver. We'll not say the K word.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's playing a character in that song.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
He's not saying he's going to go out and do.
And how many other artists in different music genres have done that over the years? There's been probably hundreds.
Malevolent Creation.
Yeah.
Mr. Elberfish. Was children your favourite dish? You know?
Hey.
That's not what we heard, Tyler.
Aye. we'll not say the band's name, but AC, Seth Putnam.
Yeah. It's my cousin's favourite band.
They are daft.
Well, you're right about crying, but they're not watching. They're angry wanking.
Yeah.
Oh, they can't do that. They might offend somebody.
Themselves in the eye.
It'll come back to that opinion thing, doesn't it?
You're entitled to tell me your opinion, but you're not entitled to tell me what mine is.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that Billy Connolly joke I put up the other day about the PC brigade, back as it was called back then. You know, the ones in the beige fucking suits.
Yep.
It's still true. It's true.
Exactly. That's exactly what we did. We bought tickets for the Cannibal Corpse show.
Yep.
Very reasonably priced. I was telling Matt earlier, there's Cannibal Corpse, municipal waste, immolation, and schizophrenia. And the tickets, even with all the booking fees and that on, have come to, I think altogether, 2 tickets, £72, so just over 30 quid each.
That was good.
That is a bargain.
Thing is, see all these people that are like trying to stop, like freedom of expression, because that's basically what that is.
Yeah.
Telling people that they shouldn't be listening to Cannibal Corpse because it's offensive. That's disallowing freedom of expression.
Correct.
So what happens if you take away their voice? Because by being offended, they're then offending the people that committed the offence, according to them. What happens if you take their voice away? Oh, you're taking away my freedom of speech. Oh, now you care.
Yeah.
That's where you draw the line then.
It's a good way of a government controlling its people. That's what it is. And that's exactly what we're heading for.
Oh,
I think we're if not already there, we're not far away from it.
It almost is. It's like put a ripple of what your intention is out there, and let it build momentum, and eventually it will turn into the movement that you want. Yeah, that's exactly what's happening.
Yeah, with Comrade Stalin in charge.
Well,
oh dear, that might get.
It's always going to be somebody, isn't there?
It worries me.
It's getting silly.
I said about Keir Starmer, and 80% of the country want Keir Starmer out now. This is the same 80% who wanted him in the first place, but they now want him out because he's not doing what he said. Surprise, surprise. Well, who are you going to get to replace him? Who do you get to replace him now? Who do you want? Nigel Farage?
Well,
because that's a scary thought.
Well, the far left of the Labour Party want the Ginger Growler in charge, don't they? Imagine if she's in charge. Jesus wept. Darth, you'll leave your balls where they are. Chicken or non-chicken.
It is a lovely thought. Thank you, Darth. It's very generous.
Very generous.
Keep your balls
what's
to yourself.
been worrying me about, like the whole social media thing is the way it's evolving and the way all the technology round about concerning computers is evolving. AI, getting implemented into a lot of the internet now. Like your searches, AI, you can now ask AI just at a search bar now. You don't even need to go into the AI program anymore. It's built into Google now.
Yeah.
You just say, okay, do this, and it'll go do it without having to download anything. What happens eventually if it's, the use of, everybody knows about cookies, right? That's to kind of build up a profile of you, your shopping habits, your movement habits, your browsing habits, and it eventually builds up a profile of you as a consumer.
Of course,
so
of course it does.
What happens when they start using, when social media starts introducing more AI and it eventually will automatically react in your behalf, for talking sakes, because it knows this is a subject you're passionate about, so it automatically reacts on your behalf. Do you know what I mean?
It's already happening. You only have to look at something on Google, and 10 minutes later you're seeing a fucking advert for it on your Facebook feed.
Yeah. It's not a matter of will it. It might happen. It will happen.
Yeah.
It is just.
That worries me that eventually your opinion is going to be taken care of.
Well, you won't have an opinion
because it's the system knows your habits and kind of has a rough idea, or a good idea actually, because these things are surprisingly and scarily accurate at building up, profiles of people.
Yep.
That's why they're so effective, is because they are so bloody good at what they do. So what happens when they start reacting on your behalf to certain stuff?
We know that if you go via your search results, the algorithms cater to your search results.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you suddenly go in and completely change your tact and political views and put something else, it tricks the algorithm and it messes it up.
Yeah. Gabby, it's 1984, not 74.
So you have to be very, very careful with when you're searching, especially if it's political viewpoints, to get both sides of the viewpoint.
Yeah.
And the algorithms, the way they're working, is scary.
It's really scary. But that does worry me. That eventually, you'll have almost like a kind of digital personality avatar representative, for your social media that does everything on your behalf. Like you can just say,
TMI.
Tell Facebook that I done this today, and it goes and words it its own way based on what it thinks you would do. And then, it'll start automatically reacting to certain stuff, and it'll think, let's say something like you were talking about political views. Mm-hmm. Let's say a post comes up. Say someone one of your Facebook friends, right? Yeah. You don't talk to them all the time, but they just put up something quite far right all of a sudden. But the way it was worded, the way the post was worded is kind of ties into like something that you believe in, and it automatically likes and shares this thing. Yeah. Then all of a sudden that's you're tarred.
Yeah.
That worries me, and because there's no way of proving if you've given the thing the right to do that on your behalf. There's no way of proving that it wasn't you. At the end of the day. So
it's that thing of if you write something in a message, which is why if you're ever talking to people discussing something, it's better to do it face to face or over a call, because doing it by interpretation. The message can be taken out totally out of contradiction.
Yep. It's why
Yeah,
it's why a lot of the time I'll use emotes, even
Yeah.
in text, because it's so hard. I've fell foul of it so many times where I forgot to put kisses at the end if it was a family member, or I forgot to put an emote if it was a mate, and they've went, "What do you mean by that?"
Yeah, and they
You
will
know,
go
because it
into-
seems serious the way it was worded.
Yeah, well, that's it. If something's in a text format, you'll read it or you'll think or you'll interpret it, not.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're in a bad mood and you read it, you think, "Fucking wank, fucking saying that," and they won't mean that at all. It's what worries me even more is if it's doing that. If it's the algorithms are doing that, how long will it be before they start taking messages, text, and posts? Like, say somebody puts up, "Oh yeah, I really love kids," meaning I really like kids and really love, in a perfectly innocent way.
Yeah. I mean, I like them, but I don't know if I could eat a full one.
Well, exactly. But
Yeah.
the algorithm could take that as completely the other way.
Oh yeah.
And suddenly you're in a whole world of
world of shit.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think AI is intelligent enough currently to make those decisions.
Yeah, I mean, this is it. A lot of the time,
Exactly.
you'll put an opposing view on whatever social media, and I'll use X, Twitter, whatever you want to fucking call it. Oh, it's all far right now. But you weren't complaining when it was a far left echo chamber.
It's only because people are noticing now that far right are allowed to use X.
Exactly.
Because I actually saw an interview recently with Musk, and say what you like about him, right? The guy is creepy. He worries me, but this I agreed with. When he bought it, his reasons for buying it was because he didn't like it. He didn't agree with the way that Twitter was handling it and stepping in and, saying you can't say that, and it was shaping, but yet it was allowing people of other persuasions or demographics to say the very thing that they've chastised that person for. So that was his reasons for buying it, is he wanted to
even out the playing
proper freedom of speech and expression. But he says, that comes with a heavy kind of, what do you call it? A heavy price. It comes at a heavy price because if you want proper freedom of speech and expression, you need to allow those extreme voices to say what they're saying. So what's happened is people are now complaining because you now have the likes of bin liners bunch, Al-Qaeda. They now have their own X account.
Yep.
ISIS have their own account.
Yep.
Trump was given his back. And I'm not saying he's extremist by any means. You can say what you like about him because I don't care at the end of the day.
Yeah, he's a
I don't like him. Put it that way, but I'm not. I didn't mean to imply that he's in with that bunch there, but I'm just saying not everybody agrees that what he says is true. So why should he be given a voice? Well, he's still entitled to his freedom of speech.
Correct.
That's why Musk went and bought it. That's why people are getting up in arms now.
Yeah.
So, do you want proper freedom of speech? You need to allow them to do the same thing. Then,
correct. It's like
you might not like it. You might not like what they say.
all for everybody having freedom of speech, because then you find out who the fucking idiots are.
Mm. To a point, though. To a point, obviously, because there is still a line.
Oh yeah,
there is still a line. You can't step across with freedom of speech.
If you're fighting hatred, violence against.
Obviously, it's
Then
ethically, it's there's still a line there, but but yeah, that's why people are kicking off, because there's now proper freedom of speech on X.
Yep.
And these people are allowed to have voices on social media now.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, I mean, I don't think it should have been conflated to what it is now anyway. It shouldn't. It started off as a glorified messenger.
Hmm.
It was literally just a way of sending text to each other, daft pictures. Do you know what I mean? That was...
Facebook.
For keeping in touch with people, that was literally all it was. It wasn't a soapbox. But it's now been... Yeah. But now, Meta in general, because that covers Instagram as well. Yeah. But I mean, they've all been totally blown up now into completely different things, like soapboxes now.
Yeah, that's what it's all become. It has become the sort of town square soapbox.
Yeah.
And you can't forget, of course, Bloomberg has shares in Meta. So, he's going to be pushing his viewpoints through Meta, through Facebook, through Instagram.
What you mean, the take Nicorette for those vaping cravings?
That's the one.
That's about sit on that swivel.
Chantix saves lives. Turns you into a lunatic, but it saves lives. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's fake news, and that's the thing. Is if you're gonna a news, really, a lot of the news it comes down to opinion.
Exactly.
Don't just read one source of news.
No.
Because you'll get one viewpoint.
Yeah. I don't think, I say I'm worried, but at the end of the day, I think it's going to come full circle again anyway, because it will just come to blowing point where everybody will eventually realise this is a lot of shit people are just saying here now.
Yeah.
And I'm not allowed to say, that I disagree. I'm being censored. Yeah, this person's allowed to do that. So people will just wise up and they'll eventually just not give a fuck anymore again.
There's definitely a certain, shall we say, Z list. Well, I won't even call her a celebrity. She's been on a fucking reality fucking program, and she's all spouting her mouth off on fucking Twitter.
Yep.
Everybody's racist, blah blah shit. No, everybody's not racist apart from you, love.
Yeah.
Well, it's just another platform for her to get noticed on. That's all that is.
Yeah. You've been on one reality show, love, and now you're getting on, mind you. He's a bloody woke anyway, chuffing Jeremy Vine.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's what I feel of him and all.
Cycling look.
Yeah, I usually do as well. I mean, Bill, all I use Twitter for is just to spam videos out mainly and spam this shit out.
I agree with you there, Tyler, actually. Like, the way they act, it's like, it's, with the old...
look at me.
You see the old sweetie wives, as we used to call them in Scotland, and they're putting the hand to the face and all that, doing the, how very dare you, so
Did you hear what she's done at number 32?
So over the top. They weren't offended. It's just because they just wanted to be the centre of attention.
Yeah. They were the local fucking gossips.
Yeah. No, I totally agree with you.
Goes back to all comedians. Les Dawson, Sissy and Ada.
Yep.
Sissy and Ada, oh, that were brilliant. Les Dawson and Roy Barraclough.
You could have them two as Prime Minister. It'd be better than the one we got.
I'd be a better fucking PM than what we fucking got.
I don't know what's going to happen with the Prime Minister we've got. All I know is things are not looking rosy at the minute.
I don't think what's happening is going to get him, is going to move him from his position. I think it's just going to make him more determined to stay.
That's it. He's digging his heels in.
Yep. So it's having the opposite effect.
Everybody else is wrong, blah, blah, shit.
He's going to be the most unpopular Prime Minister, I think, ever.
Well, I saw a meme the other day. Tony Blair, it took me 10 years to become the most unpopular Prime Minister. You picture his arm underneath. Yeah, it's only taken me 4 weeks.
He was only just in power and he pissed everybody off.
Yeah.
People were pissed off before he got into power.
Yeah. People keep saying,
we don't need the White House.
Get him out. I won't hold your breath for another fucking general election if he gets his fucking way.
No, we don't need Mary Whitehouse back now.
No.
She's probably sitting up there going, excellent. I have turned everyone into me.
I mean, it's like what me and DW were on about other day. About the metal community. I mean, yes, there's left and right in the community, but as a community overall, we neither left nor right.
No.
We've been vilified by both sides.
Politics never came into it.
No.
The only time I ever heard politics getting mentioned when it came to metal was the whole fucking thing about the Southern Cross thing with Pantera. You know,
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah, that was just load of bullshit, to be honest.
Yep. It's why Rage Against the Machine didn't last as long as they should have.
Yeah.
They were so political that they couldn't agree and fuck all.
Correct. Oh.
So they burned from the inside.
Talking of Pantera, there's so now the other day for a new drinks company that hopefully they'll get over here. Blacktooth. Yeah. I was like, oh fuck yes.
Yep.
If that comes over here, we're having some of that shit.
And it is still the exact same stuff. It's the Crown.
Yeah.
What's it called? Crown
Royal.
Crown Royal. And a splash of Coca-Cola.
Yeah. Seagram's number 7.
Oh, is it Seagram's?
I think
they'll definitely get it over here then because Chivas is a distributor for Seagram's.
Yeah, it's Crown Royal, Seagram's, and a dash of Coke.
Right. The only reason I know that is because my dad worked for Chivas, probably still does for all I know, even though he's fucking dying off. Well, I hope he is. No, but he worked for them before I was born.
Cool.
He used to get loads of freebies all the time.
Oh, nice. Oh, freebies are good. We like freebies.
Yeah.
Oh, we're still on about Mary fucking Whitehouse.
Oh, yeah.
The best thing Mary Whitehouse ever did was drop dead.
What, not try and ban Alice Cooper and it made him bigger?
Well, that was quite funny, especially when he said about gay flowers.
I'd love to see a reaction to him now.
Oh, she does.
You know, where every day he's when he's not working, he's back at the fucking homeless shelter.
Yeah.
Yep.
Scooping out food for people. Do you know what I mean? Oh yeah, he's definitely a fucking danger to humanity.
Oh yeah. Always satanic. And yes, DW, we did have the satanic panic over there as well.
I think we had the satanic panic here before it got to America, to be fair.
Of course we did.
Black Sabbath were always...
Yeah, they were always... They got out with that brush.
Yep.
All because of one album cover.
Yep. And then Maiden got tired with that brush. Oh, they wrote a song called The Number of the Beast.
Yep.
Yep. It's about a dream, love. Read the fucking lyrics. Fuck's sake.
One of the most educated bands in the business.
Absolutely. Yeah. There's an album I've got downstairs. Oh, I can't remember the name of the band. They were a really obscure band. And they've got a similar thing on right at the end of their vinyls. And it says, "Stop playing this backwards. You're going to fuck your stylus up."
Was it not Nico that done it?
No, it was, I think.
Because he used to do his fucking Listen with Nichols.
Yeah, I've got all them.
And they were all backwards.
They're fucking hilarious.
Hello, boys and girls.
Yeah. No, well, MX Machine, I think they were called.
Right.
Some obscure Yank band. Yeah, they did it as well. I saw a funny meme earlier about this. If you play Nickelback songs backwards, you get satanic messages. Even worse, if you play them forwards, you get Nickelback.
Yeah. I like that.
I saw like, this was months ago, but Chad Kroger and one of the other guys had basically, they'd done an interview and they said Nickelback was never intended to be taken seriously. It's a piss take for us. We're taking the piss. And I'm like, some of the songs sound pretty fucking serious to me.
Yeah.
You know, sounds like you're taking yourself pretty serious as well.
Yeah.
I think somebody's trying to cover themselves there, don't you?
Yeah. Especially after his spat with Corey Taylor.
Yeah.
Just let him have it out, have a punch up.
Absolutely. Get him in a cage. 3 5-minute rounds.
Put George Fisher in there.
Yeah, George Fisher, referee.
George eating them with a cuddly toy.
He's the final boss.
Yeah.
Final round. George Corpse Grinder.
What did I say? Video that come up on my feet the other day. 2 female MMA fighters. Well, one was an MMA fighter, other one was a boxer. By the end of the match, the fucking boxer's nose were just like...
Mm.
It was just covered in blood.
Was this during the COVID period when they were running low on bog rolls by any chance?
Possibly. The panic buying of the communist flu.
Oh, God. I've never seen people running out of Asda. It was hilarious. People just running out with like trolleys full of bread and bog rolls and milk.
Yeah. Why?
Scottish weren't really too affected because it used to get like that around about Christmas time. So we were used to it.
Cool.
We were used to just we were used to stocking up.
Yep.
Because everywhere just refused to open over the Christmas period.
I get stocking up, but people were literally buying like 40, 50 loaves of bread.
Yep.
I know. That's
and there was
stupid.
A family of three or anything. And then they were wondering why they had like 20 gone off loaves of bread in the cupboard. Well,
yeah.
You're a fucking moron.
Yep. Oh, there were a lot of fucking morons in that period.
Yep. Still
and now you look at Keir Starmer, Boris Johnson doesn't look like such a moron anymore.
No. Well, if they'd have been in charge, we'd have still been in fucking lockdown now.
Well, we might. Well, we could. Well, I'm not sure.
Well, what did that? A few weeks back, some mainstream fucking legacy fucking media bullshit. They were already starting the fucking fear porn. As soon as he got in, there's an even bigger strain of in COVID coming this October. I didn't know that. We're in fucking July.
Because we're just brewing it up in the lab.
Yeah.
Like we did the last batch.
Fuck off. I think if they try to implement another lockdown, they've got no fucking do. We'll see riots then.
Oh,
again.
Well, we're still not done with these riots, are we yet?
Yep.
They're continuing, so I don't know. I honestly don't know where we're going to end up.
Keir Starmer, the only Prime Minister that's managed to get the Protestants and the Catholics together in Belfast.
Yeah.
They're both fucking hated.
They're both fucking despised.
That's very true, actually.
It is. The thing is, the only riots really there's been over here have been, as far as I'm aware, there was a bit going on in Belfast. I think there's some.
Yeah.
I think there's a bit. I think there might have been a little bit in Dublin.
Oh, there has been in Dublin. I was reading about that.
Yeah.
Apart from that, there's not been a lot.
Yeah, we saw thumbnails for some down in Dublin.
Yeah. Dublin and Belfast, definitely.
There's been more in the south with the immigration generally, which is they're fed up with the immigration policies, the the Southern Ireland government.
Yeah, Britain
was fed up with them as well
because they were using up here as a way of getting into the mainland.
Yeah,
because we get the relaxed borders now.
Keir Starmer was talking about putting the border back up.
Yeah.
If he does that,
that'll be big. That will be the end of his political career.
He's going to have some shit on his hands, and I mean, he's going to kick.
It will kick off royally. Yeah.
And you'll destroy all the work that a hell of a lot of good people have put in over the years to get to this point.
Yep.
And that will be a real waste. Bigger waste as he is.
Can't fucking disagree with that at all.
But we've just got to wait and see what happens next in his brilliant scheme. Great ideas aren't us.
.com.
Well, that's the thing, Gary. It's seen as an opportunity.
Yep.
Everywhere else, it's easy pickings.
Exactly. It's not just Southern Ireland. It's happening here as well, dude.
What you have to look at.
Let's face it. If any of the, if say for talking sakes, Spain all of a sudden turned round and decided, right, we're going to, relax all borders surrounding Spain, and we're going to just let anybody in. It's very relaxed. We would be doing it.
Yeah.
We'd be like fucking Spain. Aye, definitely.
Sunshine indoors.
You can't really blame the immigrants for trying it.
Yeah.
I don't blame them.
If there's a flaw in the fucking plan initially, of course people are going to exploit it.
Of course they are.
David Osprey.
Exterminate.
Don't worry, I gain this abuse on his own show when he does it.
I'm laughing out of sympathy.
I'm laughing. Take your piss.
I think what a lot of people need to remember as well is that these people that are in power are only human as well. They were normal people at one point, so they're going to make fuck ups, and just like normal people, there's nice guys, and there's wanks.
Oh yeah, there is some good people in Parliament, but not many.
So
just take my MPs.
Fuck ups are always.
I don't give a monkeys.
Yeah.
There's
always going to be fuck ups.
Yeah, you'll put posts up on X, Twitter, and then all of a sudden, he'll send you a private message. Oh, I see you're not happy about this. Come and discuss it in private. No, I'll discuss it in public. Thank you very much. Oh, and it disappears.
Exterminate.
Like you said, it's the wrong pieces that extend.
This is true, yeah. I need to get a Dalek outfit that goes over the top of the chair.
Yeah. Hey up, Shaq.
Hey up, buddy.
All three of them are in this area, Bill.
Our local MP is actually really good. Carla Lockhart. She's really good. You contact her and she gets back in touch the next day. Okay. And it's actually her. It's not even like our representative. Yeah. It's her.
It's whoever's,
full credit to her.
But Jarvis does get back to you eventually, but it's always the typical standard Labour fucking answer that he gives you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know that firsthand because I contacted her about the housing situation here.
Yeah.
That's how you know I've settled here in Northern Ireland. I've got used to saying the word situation. But I no longer laugh whenever I say it. But no, I contacted her about the housing, the lack of it, and having to wait so long. Even private rent, it's just getting out of order. There's no houses, even surrounding areas. Not enough for folk in my situation, like single guy or single person rather.
I don't think there is round here. I mean, I'm privately renting at the minute anyway, so
yeah, even private rent, nothing. I mean, I've got a viewing on Friday, but I'm not holding my breath.
Private, I don't know what it's like over near you, but private renting, it's as you know, it's not cheap.
It's not cheap, but
price now.
It's not bad that it's not bad enough to the point where I would have to. I mean, obviously, I'm like ESA, and PIP, so I can't work just now. So housing only pay up to a certain amount, obviously, as far as rent's concerned. Even when it comes to private, they're only going to pay a certain amount of that. Most of the houses that I've went for, round here at least, would be covered. It's still enough to be covered. It's not cheap, but it's still enough that it would be covered.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have to take out of my PIP or anything like that, you know what I mean?
Oh, that's good.
Cool.
It's just finding a place, isn't it? It's
Well, this is it. I mean, there's an house literally 2 seconds walk from here that's just gone up for private rent. Fair enough, it's a big 4-bedroom house, detached. 1,400 quid a month.
Oh yeah, there's one like that over here because there's a castle over here in Guildford. And they've actually got an apartment for rent in the castle, and I think it's like $1,000.
1,400 a month. Yeah, I mean, not being funny, but yeah, you're right. It is Barnsley. It's not London, so it's nothing against Barnsley, but it's
people don't earn that sort of money.
No,
in this area.
No, they don't. No.
Oh, yeah, I work in Wakefield. I still don't earn that sort of money.
Generally, for 1-2 bedroom flats and apartments, semi-detached, they're all roughly between 550 to 675.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Per month.
Ours has just gone up. Is it 650 we're paying now? Yes, 650 we're paying.
Some of them are part furnished as well. Some are even fully furnished.
I think we're paying 650 now. And this is a 2-bedroom semi, but it has got not really a garden. It's a backyard. It's all it's not concreted. It's part of it's stoned, part of it's decking.
Yeah,
and there is a garage.
Yeah,
and a nice big driveway. We can get both cars on the driveway. Just gone up to 650.
There was one.
We've been here a long time.
There was a tenement, not tenement. What do you call them? Terraced.
Yeah,
it's a terraced flat, and it was 2-bedroom as well. And it was fully furnished. This place, it was gorgeous. Living room. This house used to have. It's on the same block as my first house here in Guildford. So it's the same building plan, same floor plan, which had 2 reception rooms, so 2 living rooms, one of which was like a slightly sunken floor. So it was like you went down 2 steps into the living room. So what this guy had done was he knocked through the wall that separated the two reception rooms and created one massive fucking living room, and knocked away part of the wall that was going into the hallway up the stairs. So you kind of had an almost open stairway as well. It's beautiful, and this place was only like $650 a month, fully furnished.
It's cheap.
But yeah, I didn't get it. It was a weird fucking viewing as well, though, because this wee woman there, she was Asian, Asian woman, and I got the impression she didn't speak any English, because like I was talking to her and she was just doing the nod,
yeah,
you know, and
not in bad places.
But even the estate agent that was showing me around was like, yeah, the place will be free for clients to move in next week because she's moving out. And I got the impression that she was getting kicked out. But this woman was talking because she did talking in front of her because she didn't understand her, and it was weird. Felt so guilty, you know, because I felt like this woman's going to be fucking trying to find a place to stay by next week. I'm here going, oh, your place is lovely. Can't wait to move in.
I've got to admit, on this estate, houses that go up for sale on this estate, if they're up for sale more than 3 weeks, there's something wrong.
Yeah.
Can go like that.
See, I've started getting wise to that myself, because there's a group of flats over here. And the thing is, I've viewed them twice now, but I've stopped even applying for it now, because these flats are always going up for rent. There's always somebody moving, so I get the impression that they're a stop-off point, or they're getting used for something. You know, and the people that are, you know, the landlords are wise to it, so they're letting it happen. So I've stopped applying now, just because there's something not right going on.
Yeah, you don't need that hassle.
It's a shame, because they're lovely flats as well. You know, the bedrooms get a massive skylight in the ceiling, raised ceilings. You know, and the bedrooms get a skylight at the top of it.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, other week, not quite necessarily the same sort of thing. Walking around town other week, the amount of fucking Turkish barbers that have opened up in town.
Yeah. Next town over from me, there's 3 that I can remember.
It's like, there's something fucking dodgy going off here, because we don't need that many barber shops in this town. It's not that big a town.
Yep.
Well, it's a good way of laundering money.
That was one of my thoughts.
Not accusing anyone. Just saying.
The thing is, don't know what yours are like, but the ones over here, I think I've only ever seen somebody sitting getting a haircut or anything once.
Well,
it's usually
the new ones.
Never busy.
Yeah.
Never busy.
One person in one of them, and all the new ones that have opened up, they all look exactly the same.
Yeah, and there's always at least 2 or 3 guys at least working there. So how, if you've not got that many customers coming in on a daily basis, how are you managing to fucking pay yourselves?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. This is.
There's something dodgy going on.
Yeah, it's definitely something dodgy.
On the other hand, they might be doing it at a deficit, but you never know.
we might be looking at this as completely the wrong way.
Well,
it might be that we're looking at this a bit too right wing.
Looking at things wrong way, never.
Could be.
Maybe we're being too right wing about this.
Oh, yeah. You bang down the centre, you must be far right.
Sign of the times, unfortunately.
You can't say just there could be something dodgy. Well, what nationality? Who gives a fuck what nationality? If they're dodgy, they're dodgy.
Exactly.
Plenty of dodgy English people open shops.
That's the thing. There's so many fucking shops over here that I've thought, this has got to be a front.
Yeah.
Because I've yet to see any more than one or two people in the place at a time, and yet they've been there for years. Somehow they still manage to employ at least 3 people, a full-time wage, at least national minimum wage.
Yep.
For full-time work.
Evening, Martin.
You know what I mean?
How you doing, buddy?
Hey, Martin. And I've often wondered how are you managing to do that, and how are you profiting enough to pay them?
There's got to be something else supporting them financially.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not wrong to actually think that, because I mean, it's just
always good to
logical. I mean, you need money to pay these people's wages. So if you're not making enough money, if you're not seeing the customers coming in, where do they get the money?
They'd probably get assistance, government grants, things like that. Assistance of some kind.
It's like,
because there is a lot of that over here. Yeah, right enough. There's a lot of that over here. There's a lot of grants and stuff for folk.
I mean, it's like I said in that first video we put up on second channel when I went round market. Just even on the market, there must be at least 5 mobile phone stalls doing repairs and selling accessories. Not all of them can be making a profit. Plus, the Christ knows how many shops doing exactly the same thing.
They're definitely fronts.
Yeah.
Do you know that's true? How many of these businesses, though, Gary, start a business, get a grant for starting a business in Mr. Smith's name, business goes bust, grant doesn't get paid back, they reopen the shop, same family or same assortment of people, different owner, get a grant on the shop again.
That happens a lot over here.
I'm not accused, and I'm not saying that's like people of a certain ethnic background. I'm not saying that. I'm saying generally.
No, because the place I'm talking about, this is a guy from Northern Ireland. He's opened so many businesses, ran them into the ground because he doesn't have a fucking clue what he's doing. He skims constantly. He bleeds the place dry till it fucking runs itself into the ground.
Yeah.
And then gets hit with all these fucking consequential payments to people that he borrowed money from in government or whatever, or executive. Gets blacklisted, but somehow still manages to open another business and do the same thing over and over.
Opens it in a family member's name, mum's name, dad's name, uncle, whatever.
It's got to be.
Yeah. And he's driving around in a big fucking Ferrari or fucking Rolls Royce.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And they're the people, and that's not just, we're not now on about, ethnic backgrounds. That needs stopping, because that's costing this government.
And he put his fucking back teeth in. This guy, he put his fucking back teeth in because he tried to accuse my mum of fucking deliberately breaking property. No, it was your fucking property was just fucking shit. It was like just a normal fucking dining chair. It was so fucking flimsy. You could see her when she was trying to sit down, you know, she was like really, my mum's fucking small. There's hardly anything to her.
Yeah.
And you could see her when she was trying to sit down, she was like unsure. And the fucking chair leg broke, and he came over, and he was up at our asses, you know, before this happened. You know, he was like, anything I can do for you folks, you just fucking come and ask for me. My name's such and such, and then the chair broke, and you know, we went and we told the people, oh, by the way, really sorry, but one of your chairs just broke. Can we get another one? The guy came over and they started kicking off.
Oh, sounds like a boss.
And he's like, no, you done that deliberately. You done that deliberately. You need to pay me. He was wanting 600 quid on the fucking spot, and I'm like, 600 quid? Like, out your fucking chair's worth that fucking much, mate.
I'll go to B&Q and buy you one.
So what? Your mum's purposely
decided to go to his restaurant, pay for dinner, order dinner, and pay for it.
And then,
you know, we're willing to go there and do all that just to break a chair.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
We just got up that morning. She just got up that morning and decided, you know, go and fuck some shit up at that restaurant.
How long has this bloke been a drug addict?
Oh, well, that's the thing.
He's got to be on fucking drugs because he's obviously with the real world.
Yeah. There are rumours.
I mean, technically, your mum could have taken if she'd been hurt. It could have.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Because if she'd been hurt,
we could have. You know, and that's what I was saying. We could easily fucking take you to fucking court for this, mate.
Absolutely.
What a fucking.
Because she's, you know, she could have really fucking hurt herself there. That chair was obviously not fit for use. It's flimsy, you know, and he's saying, "Oh, that chair was expensive. It was worth it. 600 quid. You need to pay me this now." I'm like, fuck off.
No. Why would you have expensive?
I'd take it totally. I get totally fucking leave by my family because I was kicking off and I was ready for fucking.
Yeah, I will be as well.
I actually went to jump over the fucking podium at one point. He was hiding behind his wife. The whole time he was the big. He hardly said anything. We get told as we were leaving the place, because they still let us order dinner and still let us eat. Gave us another chair, let us eat. Then as we were leaving, he's like, can you just wait here for a minute? Just want to discuss this. I'm like, right, okay. But just wait here just now. Just wait here. Then his wife came out and he stood behind her. He actually moved behind her and then started kicking off.
Oh, fucking.
Only the big I am when his wife was there.
It's like, you're running this sort of business, you expect things to break. Things don't last forever.
No.
Did the full Clyde Bank come out? Did it? It
totally did. It fucking totally did. I think that's why he was shitting himself, and I get asked to leave by my family.
I get told to go and stand outside because I was ready. I actually went to jump over the fucking desk at him. And I can't even remember. I think it was my sister grabbed my shoulder. He fucking deserved it.
Yeah.
100% deserves it.
No, the guy was just a cock end.
There's plenty of them about.
It was just, you could hear him. I think, don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure he actually added the 600 in the fucking bill, if I remember right. I'm like,
well, this tape's a bit hard.
You really are fucking joking, mate.
Your service were good, but it weren't that fucking good.
I didn't get a blowjob for this 600. Honest to God, He shouldn't be in that. He shouldn't be dealing with people.
I could name and shame, but I'm not going to because I'm not that fucking petty.
Like you go to these expensive restaurants in places like Knightsbridge, and they don't put fucking £600 chairs out for people.
No, it just doesn't make sense. If something's that expensive, you're not going to use it for everyday fucking constant use.
You're
going to get the cheapest of the cheap.
Something had gone wrong in the kitchen, and he thought he'd try it on.
Yeah.
You're going to get the cheapest of the cheap, but that still looks good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that it's easily replaceable. Not a fucking antique fucking chair. Dick.
Has he confused antique and fucking knackered chair? Because there's
totally.
One you put on a bonfire, the other's worth money.
I mean, the thing had fucking rips and tears in it already anyway. Wasn't it like it was in any fucking great condition?
Yeah, exactly, Martin.
This bloke apparently, Martin.
Precisely, but this is all part of the dodgy dealings because, as far as we know, the guy can't get insurance for anything. So somehow he's managing to run this place with no insurance.
That would be interesting if somebody had an accident in his premises.
Yeah. He's diddling the books. For sure he's diddling the books.
Oh,
because he's done it countless times before. He's known for it. He's known for bouncing around the country, opens a restaurant, runs it into the ground, still makes his money somehow.
Oh yeah.
Fucks off, out of town, opens up elsewhere, does the same thing.
Yeah.
Over
for me, half for the taxman, half for the family, 2 for me.
Mm-hmm.
You can't get away with that shit anymore, having 2 sets of books anymore.
It just
can't do it.
Just amazes me though that he's known for it by, like the whatever standards agencies, the executive and all the rest of it. He's known
about it.
And this place isn't exactly. It's one of the more well known ones over this side of town. So, and everybody knows the family that runs it, yet somehow he's still allowed to do it. I just don't get it.
You could come over. I think me and you ought to go and have a meal in AG.
You know the old biker street, don't you? Where
I would never set foot in the place again because I know I would get the special sauce.
You know the old biker street where you go into a restaurant and get refused service?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And you go back and you get changed into your best gear and you go back later that night and you order a slap-up meal and steak and you order all the meal and it all gets served. And when they bring it to the table with your drinks and everything, you say, "Oh, sorry, I came in earlier. You refused to serve me then. Bye."
Mm-hmm.
And just walk out and go, "Fuck you."
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what he needs doing a few times.
Yeah. That happened, I think that happened to a guy in Rotherham area, not long since. I think it was last year. He walked into a pub that served meals and he'd been out on his bike, so we were in his full leathers. He weren't with any other bikers, he was just on his own, and they refused to serve him. So we're in his leathers.
On what grounds?
I've mentioned this guy before. It was a guy that went to a couple of our gigs in the punk days. If you looked at the guy at the gig, he was a skinhead punk.
Yeah.
Tattooed from fucking knuckle to neck.
Yeah.
But then you saw it. Then my mate Billy said that he saw him walking by the shop on his way to his job, on his day job, the 9 to 5, wearing a Manny suit on. Fucking big with a briefcase and the best of shoes, and turns out he's a highfalutin fucking city accountant. So you just can't do it. You can't do that anymore. You can't do that. You can't judge books by the cover anymore.
Yeah, you
never should. You never should have done in the first place. But
this is
we wouldn't have profiling if it wasn't for that.
Yeah. this is what a lot of people don't realise about the original skinheads. Yeah, a lot of them were yobbos, but most of them like all sorts of music from all sorts of cultures.
Yep.
They weren't all racist back in the day.
Yep. That's why ska was such the big movement that it was, because it brought the right oi fucking hardcore element.
Yeah.
Over. It brought them over and showed them you can still do that, but it's not all about fucking hate, man. You know. So fucking getting together and having a fucking great time.
I mean, originally it wasn't skinheads, it was suedeheads.
Yeah.
Yeah, suedeheads. Yeah.
All the skinheads, you know, it's
the suedeheads.
It was
they
all
were never
about,
really a skinhead band.
It was all about the black and the fusion of black and white music.
Yep. Of course it was.
That's it. I mean,
out of there.
All of the suedeheads and skinhead, oi skins, all the rest of them started going over to that.
Yeah.
Kind of changed their ways or their views. Or found a better, not necessarily changed their views, but found a better outlet, I suppose is the way I should have put it.
Yeah. There's some really good ska music over the years.
Oh, yeah.
There's nothing wrong with oi punk as well either. I loved a bit of oi punk. It's good. Yeah. It's good. Good for exercising the demons.
Bit like mosh pits. It's great.
Yep.
Or if you see someone you don't like.
See, that's what we're bringing it round here again. But that's what people that, you know, we were talking about earlier on, talking about they don't get metal and they're trying to censor it. They don't get what it's all about at the basis of it. It's not about, you know, we don't actually want to go out and kill all these people and fucking do all that shit that we're listening to.
All these metal vocalists are Satanists, they're all evil. And then you see with all these big toys who's taking to local kids on.
We're just trying to fucking get all of that out of our systems healthily. That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's a healthy way of just
it's an outlet.
Getting all that shit out.
See, paraphrasing here, but it's like Lemmy said, you go to see a gig, you have your heart ripped out for an hour and a half to make it better, and then it's given back to you.
Yep. DW, absolutely. Back then, especially in fucking America, because American punk, they took it completely out of context.
Yeah.
The whole punk movement was taken completely out of context in America, as far as I'm concerned. The punk movement originally it wasn't just about subvert. It wasn't just about being awkward for the sake of being awkward and being a cunt. It was, we were sick. Everybody was sick of, you know, recessions and fucking unemployment, you know, and not having fuck all to do.
Yeah.
Having nothing to do. So they just started fucking just, right, fuck it, I'm just going to play music, fuck it. I'm going to go and listen to this music.
And what a lot of people don't realise, the early UK punk movement anyway, it was a fucking left-wing Labour government that were in at the time.
Yeah, it was.
But American punks, it was usually just fucking hooligans.
Yeah, a lot of them were.
they were just in it for the sake of being a hooligan. You know what I mean? They'd ask them what their political views were at the time, and I bet half of them would have just went, "Huh?
Yeah,
it's politics."
Yeah, America went a bit. I don't know.
I mean, you just need to look at fucking Woodstock. The return to Woodstock.
A
festival. It was supposed to be about peace and love, and look what they've done to that.
Yeah.
You can blame Limp Bizkit all you want, but it wasn't them.
I mean,
it wasn't their fault.
Yeah. I mean, you got the odd ones like Jello Biafra. Yeah, he's left leaning, he fucking still is today, but he still calls fucking both sides out.
Yep.
Just look at holiday in Cambodia. People don't realise he's taking a piss out of all these left-wing activists that at the time were moaning about Cambodia, but they were all still sat in the nice comfy chairs in suburbia.
Yep.
No, yeah,
you know, DWO.
I don't want to say, all Americans were like that in the punk movement, but
yeah,
a lot of the hardcore punk movement in America, there was a lot of fucking idiots.
Yeah.
Still is. Still is, even today.
There was also quite a few good people came out of that.
Yeah. Like Jello, like Henry Rollins.
Mm-hmm.
Harley Flanagan.
Harley.
Absolutely. Lars Fredrickson.
He's been doing...
he's a great songwriter.
He's been doing lives on Instagram. I don't know if you've seen him. And the other day I was sat in the car, so I got the phone through the fucking stereo, haven't I? And I'm watching Harley and he's swearing like... And when it turned halfway up, this woman, little old lady goes past, typical little old Irish lady. So she'll know what I'm on about. And there's Harley stoned as a motherfucker, and he was proper fucking stoned, swearing like fuck. And all she did was she stopped and went. Then just walks off. I was like, oh, sorry.
I was watching it was Harley in this video as well. It was from 2 or 3 years back. Cro-Mags and Exploiters were touring together in States.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Here's a nut job.
Yeah. They were interviewing Harley and Watty at the same time. And those two just ripped each other to fucking shreds all the way through the interview. They just took at each other.
What he hated the fucking... He had a lot of contempt for a lot of fucking people in the business.
Yeah.
Neither of them can behave.
No.
It's like they're getting old now, but they're still just, no, they can't behave.
No. Well, he just got arrested very recently, I think, in Germany.
Really?
Yeah, I heard about that, yeah. He's a crackpot, right? I think he's brilliant, Watty.
I love Harley just because of his whole attitude. He
don't give a shit. He don't give a monkeys. I think Watty's same. Yeah. I mean, I follow Exploiters in... When did I first listen to Exploiters? I think it'd be back in 82. Troops of Tomorrow.
I was never a big fan, even when I get into punk. I was never a massive fan.
It was my cousin that got me into him. See, he was punk at time.
I found them at times they were a bit repetitive.
Yeah. Yeah, I can say that.
You know, not the songs, themselves, because every song was different, but it was just, in general, it was pretty much the same riff, just played over, and that's it.
Yep.
Next riff. A song was a riff, was one riff, pretty much.
Sounds like my songs.
Oh, no, you change it up, man, but it's...
I'll tell you, band
they just...
lately, his Stiff Little Fingers.
Oh,
yeah.
Jake Burns was fucking brilliant.
That man was a fucking... I mean, come out of Belfast and the songs and stuff that they were singing about.
Mm-hmm.
You think this was back in the 70s and they were singing about all of the stuff that was going on, not getting political on that side of it, but they was all about the troubles and all that.
Yeah.
I'm not giving a flying fuck. I mean, one of the gigs, there's a video on YouTube about them and Jake being interviewed. And when they turned up, I think it was Belfast, and there was a riot going on outside, and Jake comes walking along with his fucking guitar case, walks past the riot and all the petrol bombs, and just walks in and goes and plays.
Yeah. Just a normal for him. Yeah.
You fucking lunatic. You think
Well, if you
I want to mess with him in his younger days because he was a big old lump, Jake.
if you like music, if you like punk, and you like comedy, there's a movie made over here called Good Vibrations. Watch it.
Yes.
I'll have a look out for that.
It's got a guy in it called Richard Dormer, who's from Portadown, here in Northern Ireland. Very famous actor now. He was in Game of Thrones.
That's right.
He's been in The Witcher as well. Bearded guy, kind of blondie bearded guy. You'll know him as soon as you see him. But anyway, it's all about the record store, Good Vibrations.
Yeah,
I've heard of that one.
It's a fucking good film as well.
It's just
I'll have a look out for that.
But it just shows that all of this is good. It's not technically about the Troubles, but it is at the same time.
Yeah, it's in there.
It is if you want it to be. It's one of them. It's because it's going on in the background, but it's not the main focus, if you like.
Yeah, you're not going to watch it and think, oh, fucking hell, it's about Protestant, Catholic, or blah, 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 whatever.
Hilarious, man.
It's about a time in history when things were shit for both sides.
And it's beautiful as well. It's a beautiful film as well at the same time. There's
Do
just
you know
one scene in particular when you'll know it when you see it.
I've forgotten. I've seen it and I forgot about it. But
it's when your man realizes that he does actually that he likes punk. You know what I mean? It's when he realizes, holy shit, this is awesome. But you see it from his point of view, and the way it's done, it takes me back to like fucking going to the fucking club with my mates. You know, it's just brilliant, beautifully shot, beautifully acted, and funny as hell.
The way it's been portrayed is so Irish. The way it's being played, is
the humour is fucking brilliant, man. But yeah, watch that. It's Good Vibrations. It's a fantastic movie, but
there's a few. Just lately, there's been quite a few Irish films coming out. Irish made. They tend to be more on a bit of a budget.
See, it's because they've got the film board down there.
Yeah. We're a bit more on a budget over here because we have to pay via potatoes before anybody else.
We're trying to revive it. We're trying to revive it here in the UK because they're being reopened, or they are reopening. Is it Pinewood?
Yeah.
They're reopening it, I think, or it has.
Evening, Craig.
Evening, buddy.
Thanks, dude. But yeah. Going back to Stiff Little Fingers, I still think one of the best punk songs ever written, Barbed Wire Love.
They did some good songs back in the day.
You see, that's a political...
punk song. It's a punk song, it's a love song, it's a hate song, it's a trouble song, it's beautiful. Anger. Yeah, it's beautiful and sad all at the same time. It's genius.
It's Jake Burns when he sings, though. He can put across so much in his voice. He could, and really put it across.
Oh, he could turn on the vitriol when he wanted to.
Yeah, it's sad when he went.
But he could just rein it all back in. That's what I love about that song as well, is because it's a good mix of the vitriol and it's got a bit of the subdued voice there as well.
Right. If I'd have been off a couple of weeks back, they have a big punk festival in Blackpool, Rebellion Festival. I keep meaning, if I'm off next year, I might go and have a day over there. Fucking hell. Look at all punks. I don't think there's one of them under 60.
Yeah.
And they come from all over the fucking world.
It's still a big movement, you know.
Oh, yeah.
It's real. It never
did die.
Yeah.
Never did die.
I see all these
music.
All these blokes with big pink Mohicans.
It ceased to be the main focus, but it never disappeared.
No.
It didn't shrink. It's always been there.
Get some bloke who's about 67 with a pink Mohican, and you're thinking,
yeah,
about time you grew up. No, fuck off. Well,
it's like what I said with metalheads. Oh, it's only a phase. 60 years later.
I can't see me ever getting past this one, this phase.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen. Been too long.
You can't be a fucking good heavy fucking violent riff.
No.
I mean, fucking hell. Gary Holt must be nearly 60 and he's still fucking doing it.
I think he is 60, isn't he, Gary?
Yeah, it's around about that age, yeah.
It's all to do with the frequencies.
Yep.
Of metal. They're just, well, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about here, Lee, and with you being an audiophile, Matt, you'll know what I'm talking about as well, but a certain amount of dissonance is pleasurable.
Absolutely.
Yes. It's why resonance works the way it does with our brains. You know, it's like resonance is dissonance that just happens to harmonize. You know,
and every now and again you have to write a song with the devil's fucking triad in it.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yep. I mean, but even a certain bit of unpleasant dissonance is still technically pleasant. So,
I mean, did one a couple of years? Well, it might be about 3 or 4 years back. Rob Scallon, he made a song just all dissonant chords.
Yeah, Def Townsend's done it.
Yeah.
That's why metal works so well. Is that it's got frequency-wise, it's just so fucking dynamic. It's just a joy for your ears and your brainwaves.
Yeah, it's good for mental health as well. I don't care what anyone says.
Absolutely, absolutely
it helps me. I know that. I know it does.
Got me through fucking
I'm going back to a song I wrote back in 1990.
Oh, 1.5.
That was before my time, that was.
Bollocks.
Thank you, dear.
Yeah. And I got this song idea. I got most of the song planned out, and I played it to the rest of the guys in band. And they went, yeah, but that end part of the riff, it's not the proper scale. I says, yeah, but it fucking sounds good. Shut the fuck up. And it's still one of my favourite riffs. I fucking still play it to this day.
Yeah. You don't have to follow convention.
Yeah.
Yep, you're not wrong, Martin. Yep, totally agree.
If you always follow convention, we wouldn't have prog. And I don't care what anybody says, but a bit of prog is always good.
Oh.
And it was made for...
I mean, I've wrote a couple of songs, not necessarily in that style, but in that way of writing. Like, he was very prog himself for his time in the death metal community. Chuck Schuldner there.
Oh, absolutely, he was.
The death metal band, they sort of follow that.
Well,
intro, verse, chorus. He done it like part 1, part 2, part 3.
Yep.
Bridge, repeat part 1, 2, and 3. Boom, done.
For me, there were 3 bands around about that time that done it beautifully. That kind of stuff, you know, the kind of prog metal before it was a thing. Death, one of them for sure.
Yeah.
Pestilence, were one of the others, and Nocturnus.
Yeah.
Those guys were doing the whole prog death before it was even.
Yeah. Well,
before it was even actually a genre. Nobody knew what these guys were when they first came out.
No. Well, I know he was before he passed away, Chuck. I know he was doing a more kind of mellower metal album. It weren't a death metal album. I can't remember the name of the project. But that he said I think somebody else were doing the vocals, and it was definitely more proggy compared to even the proggy stuff we were doing in Death back then.
Yep.
I can't remember the name of the project. I'm not sure if it's been released or not, or they keep thinking about releasing it.
It's
It has been released, if I remember right.
People always fucking think that prog is just too pretentious, but it's not. Some of it is, don't get me wrong, some of it is.
Rick Wakeman.
What you mean, Rick Wakeman? We use 27-hour fucking keyboard solo.
I was just going to say some of it is just for the sake of being fucking proggy and pretentious, but some of it is genuinely for the purposes of telling a story. You know, it needs that movement, that lack of the conventional pattern to be able to tell the story.
It's not my thing, and I can see why people enjoy it.
Yeah,
I like prog. I like some prog.
I mean, there is some good prog stuff out there.
But like you say, it's personal taste.
It's like you're just trying to write a song where you can put as many fucking notes in as you fucking can.
Well, Floyd being the kings of prog and Queen being the queens of prog, if you ask me.
Yes.
I'll get you.
I'll go agree with you on that. I think the downfall of prog
metal, it's different.
Prog rock, the downfall of it was probably Rick Wakeman all on his own.
Yeah.
Because it got so fucking ridiculous.
He was just trying to outdo ELP.
Yeah. It was just like, what are you doing?
What in the 70s is like, how many fucking keyboards do you fucking need?
Yeah. And he was just constantly trying to outdo ELP, that's all that was.
Yeah. And them stupid cloaks he kept wearing.
Oh, I think he's still.
I remember that he did a show where he went on tour, going around meeting people and doing talks. And he arranged it in Boston, where I used to live. And I thought, I will go because
that might be that Chuck album we were doing.
And he just cancelled it because not enough people booked it. He decided to just cancel it. The bloke is a prick. He is a grade A fucking dick.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's all folks, Martin.
Nothing wrong with a bit of prog metal as well, though.
I listen to what I enjoy. It's that simple. I listen to what I enjoy.
If you enjoy it, listen to it. If you don't listen to it. Yeah, exactly. You've got a choice.
And there'll be stuff that these guys listen to that I don't like, and there'll be stuff that I listen to that they don't like.
Well, it's like I said before, one of the ones that I've always never been able to understand is Opeth and Dream Theater. I just can't understand why people revere them so much. Because I listen to Opeth and I recognise the talent, but I'm like,
they're a weird band.
There's nothing really grabbing me though, as far as Opeth is concerned. Nothing jumps out at me and goes, "Holy fuck, this is incredible."
Yes. See, I think Opeth do it like you say. I think that is, look how good we are.
Yeah.
Yes, you are. But your music doesn't do fuck all for me. It's
just
kind of
stuff that I've heard of went, yeah, it's all right.
Yeah.
Generally, it's kind of boring though.
Yeah.
What was the other one that I said there?
There's another band, Dragon Force.
Yep, them as well.
I'm not saying they're not fucking talented musicians, but not every song has to be played at a fucking million miles an hour and look at how many fucking notes we can put in this song.
Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck?
Dragon Force just play as fast as
there's a ton of guitar virtuosos out there, some fucking awesome guitar, but it bores the crap out of me after 5 minutes.
Yeah, because I was just about to say there's some bands out there that actually have as many different time signatures in one track as they can, just for the sake of doing it.
Yeah.
Why?
I mean, there's nothing wrong with having different time signatures, but
if it works, it works, and it's it's done for the purpose
don't do it just because you can.
Yeah. If it's done for the purpose of eliciting an emotional response or signifying a change of mood or whatever, fair enough.
Yeah.
But if it's just there for the sake of having it,
going back to the
wanker.
Going back to Iomi and Sabbath. Oh, we quietened this bit down, and then we brought it back heavy again because it just changes the mood of the song.
I get that, Martin. Tool, I love Tool. It took me a long time to actually be able to appreciate them, though. They're all about moods, creating moods, and certain sounds. They're another band like 9 Inch Nails. They like to mess with frequencies. So a lot of their stuff sounds like it's done for the sake of being up its own arse, but it's not. Those guys are fucking proper geniuses. Especially Danny Carey, the drummer.
Yeah, Danny is.
Dream Theater, though, I mean, yes, incredible musicians. But it just sounds too power metal for me.
Yeah, I like Bill says Polyphia. I never got into them either.
No, there was one maybe 2 tracks, but they're one of those ones that's just too much. It's brain overload. It's too much to take in.
Just bring it down a notch or 2, lads.
There's been a lot of bands like that over the years.
Oh yeah,
I don't know.
Sometimes,
usually when people decide to make super groups,
it's like sometimes we just need a good, simple, heavy fucking riff.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at Dimebag, fucking walk. But it's fucking powerful.
Yeah.
But it's not easy to fucking play right.
No.
Walk and what's the other one that's a very similar riff? Drag the Waters.
Yeah.
2 pretty simple riffs, but not fucking easy to play correctly.
Yeah. It's all in the articulation.
Yep. And you've just got to get that bend just right. Otherwise, it sounds wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. Again, if it works, though.
Yeah. And each instrument is there as a proper intention, and fair enough.
Yeah.
But if they just put in extra tracks in because they can, it don't work.
Or it's there to cover up a lack of or a lack of something elsewhere.
I mean, a lot of bands swear by quad tracking. I tell you what, there's a lot heavier tracks that are done by just single tracking or double tracking.
Okay, well, I mean, if the bands are basically taking so many musicians out just for the sake of it looking good, or as I said, to cover up for it being a lack of ability elsewhere, or whatever, then eventually people will see through it and get fed up of it.
Yeah.
One that I can't understand right now as well, though, is like what they called Shit. The fucking Japanese lassies or Korean lassies.
Baby Metal.
Baby Metal. Take the band away. What are they?
Irritated.
Pointless.
Oh. There's a picture of...
It's a gimmick.
Chris Bell's fantasy, that's what they are.
Yeah. Oh, there's a picture from a
I just
festival.
don't get it.
I think it must be about 6 or 7 years old, even more, I think, because it's festival where there's a 3 girls from Baby Metal stood there just bent over, and you see Kerry King and fucking Gary Holt like, we're not looking.
Oh, by the way, Gary Holt is 60. It was May 4th was his birthday.
And he's still fucking writing killer riffs.
Not bad for an old man.
They are mounted.
Yeah.
I mean, Hollywood vampires. I don't mind a bit of Hollywood vampires.
I like Hollywood vampires. I do.
We watched one of their live shows last year after he got acquitted. I think it did it well good doing that and doing the bits and bobs he did with Beck.
I think the whole Baby Metal that just band just pisses me off.
The band are fucking incredible.
Well, yeah,
that's the thing. The band are incredible. That's the only reason that they're as big as they are.
Yeah.
Is the band. If you took that band away, it's just like you said. It's just 3 young lassies being irritating
in schoolgirl outfits.
Yeah. Japanese
schoolgirl soft porn.
I mean, I don't see any talent there as far as they're concerned.
I'm sure they've got a lovely pair of talents, but you know,
yeah. 3 pairs of talents, there's 3 of them.
Yeah.
Although the Japanese, so they're not quite that big. It might be one person.
They're on sideways, mate.
Yeah. Exactly, Bill. It's just a bit of fun. Some mates getting together, just playing some rock and roll.
It's all just rock and roll, just depends on how hard you play it.
Oh, it's like this dude at work. He's rather religious. I'm not saying what religion he's into. He asked me the other day, a couple of weeks back, what's your religion? I said, rock and roll. And fucking Lemmy is my God.
Yep.
Yep.
Shut the fuck up. Get on with your work.
Yeah. Fucking. I just. Religion. What? If you're religious, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Keep it yourself.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
I've no problem with anybody having a personal religion. It's when it gets to organised religion.
Yeah, and then they start organising your religion for you.
Yep.
No.
And you start having to fucking dictate.
You're happy with you're unhappy with just a potato.
Oh yeah, give him a potato and a cup of tea, and that's it. Yeah. Got some of the donkey's potato, and he's well happy.
And a packet of rum.
You know, if you just ignore everything else he's put and read Queen AC/DC, that message is really bad.
Well, I do get a bit worried about him at times. You never know.
So Gary's a Queen and he's AC/DC.
Yeah.
That's no judgment, you know.
You don't, do you? Easy target. Bollocks. Both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's the problem, though. Here's the problem, because it tries to tell people how to live their lives.
Yep.
That's why.
Religion, it's the root of all evil. It's all about power and control.
All you need is just a bit of common sense and decency.
Yep. Who invented the devil? Oh, that'd be the Catholic religion to make money.
Yep.
And to paste every other religion as.
Yep.
They're all sent from Satan.
You know, you don't believe in our religion, so you won't go to heaven. You've got to pay us, otherwise you won't go. It's
awesome.
It's just a money-making system.
It is. It's like
that.
Put some money into this tray and we'll absolve you of all your sins.
I ain't got that much money.
Me neither. Well, it's like I said to this guy at work. I don't need religion.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever I've done, I own it. Good, bad, or indifferent. I've done it. Yep. I own it. Good effort.
It shouldn't even be. It shouldn't even have to come under that label. Religion. It should just be. Are you spiritual? Yeah. All right. Cool. That's it. End of conversation.
Yeah. You see,
it's supposed to be a personal thing.
If somebody has a faith, they have a faith in whatever, be it whatever belief, and they believe in that, and they say, "I believe in my case, in the pagan way of life." Okay, that's cool. But I'm not going to tell everybody to believe that's what you should believe in. You believe in what you want. You
absolutely.
That's because he's taken from Islam. Shaitan.
Now I had a good one of them yesterday.
But a shaitan.
Yeah.
No, that's where he comes from.
Yeah.
They just merged shaitan from the Islamic Bible, Islamic Quran, and then merged them with Lucifer.
This guy, he's not originally from the UK. I'll say this. And then they were asking about
immigrant. Oh,
yeah. You're far right. And they were asking about funerals and cremations. Do you have to be a certain faith to be cremated? No, you can. You don't even have to have a faith. Anybody can be cremated. If it were up to me, I'd have a fucking Viking cremation. Get me on a boat, fucking set the bastard afire.
It was up to me, there'd be a few people I'd cremate before they were dead.
Well, yeah.
Have a good one, D-Dub.
Hi, D-Dub. See you later, buddy.
Hydrate.
Catch you later.
Same here, Martin. This is no word of a lie. Anytime I have ever set foot in any kind of church or chapel, whatever, I have been ill.
It's funny you should say that. We took Gwendolyn to... My son got married, and he got married in a church, and we took Gwendolyn into the church. It was like a scene out of The Exorcist. Running around like and every time she came running past, I tried to grab her. She went running past. She was heading for the door. It was like she was trying to escape. I was like, just stop. Ah, that fucking little shit. I'm burning. Just sit down, you little bugger.
I've been to it's an ex-church, but one of Lisa's friends bought and turned it into an house.
Yeah.
I've managed to survive it. Yeah, it's got some nice guitars. I'm trying to work on it to try and sell me one of them. A lovely BC Rich Mockingbird.
Ooh, I used to have one of those.
It's nice.
Nice guitars.
It's got a nice flame maple top on it. Like.
Gary, I don't know if you know, but smoking's bad for your health.
No, it's not, is it?
It's just in case he hadn't heard.
He's tried.
Don't forget, he's in Southern Ireland. News takes a bit longer to travel down there.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the smoke signal to get sent.
It's about 1936 in where he lives.
Fucking is he lives in bumfuck nowhere.
He's walking around in a tweed jacket, a flat cap, with a long stick, you know. It's like off one of the adverts for Southern Ireland. Bloke at the sword. I don't know why Gary turns up sometimes. He's getting the abuse he gets. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I heard that as well, Bill.
Some people pay good money for this sort of abuse.
Yeah. Especially politicians.
Hey, don't you fucking kid around about that, Gary. Where fucking comrade fucking Starling's going on, we might all be fucking driving Flintstone cars.
Sure. Isn't that the truth? Oh, it's all done in fun, Gary. You know that, buddy. All done in fun. So, that's why I prefer Ireland, because it is a little bit more behind the times in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Socially, I think they're way ahead, though.
I do, yeah.
I think the same could be said with certain parts of northern England.
I'd agree with you. I think southern England and the Midlands, I think now, wow, it's not very good, is it? Let's put it that way.
No. Well, somebody answer that potato.
It's when he picks it up out of the pan, burns his ear.
He's done that many times.
It was a red hot call.
It's one of them hot dirty calls, mother. For you.
Oh, not long, Bill. Not long. Getting towards your birthday. 171.
That old? Fucking hell, I thought we were older than that.
No, we're doing it 4 yearly.
Right, yeah. Just every leap year.
If you're getting an ear rash, where are you putting your ear?
You get ointment for that, son.
Yep.
You got any leeches for this?
Here's a box of leeches, call me in the morning. What do you want me to call you? Don't know, I can't hear you.
As far as Bill hasn't come in with any corny lines yet, he usually does.
Bill will have no such language on this channel. Fuck's sake.
Indigo. November. Echo?
You don't walk around because you'd be too far from Lou.
That is true, though. You guys drink a shitload.
Not moving from this pub, why not? I know where bugs are.
That's something coming from a Scot, isn't it? The Scots ain't much better.
Oh, totally.
The Scottish pastime of supporting the bar.
Yeah. It used to be. Used to be for me.
I don't think it is
Supporting the
much
bug
now,
fast.
is it?
I just don't enjoy getting drunk now. You know, I never drank for the sake of getting drunk.
Every now
Don't
and
get me
again.
wrong.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. It was fun whenever I did end up drunk, because I'm a jolly drunk. Well,
Mate,
never
you know,
been in trouble.
I've always been an happy drunk.
Yeah.
Aye, police will tell you that.
But no, I always just drank for the fucking
Yeah.
flavour and the social aspect.
Hey, I'll have a couple of drinks on these streams. Every now and again, I'll have a blowout. You need it every now and again.
Oh, totally.
Yeah, same here, Bill. Especially in town.
It's when you go to lean on the bar and the bar moves. That's really annoying, though.
Play it cool, Rodney.
Yep. Slide off the end of the bar. Moved it.
We're in here, Trigger. Yeah, I might have spent a few happy Fridays and Saturdays in channels and on number 7.
It's funny, I was always a drinker of taste as well, till I moved over here. Moved over here, and then I was just like, nah, Bucky, I'll do it. Yeah. Lee, wherever I lay my head, that's my bed. Armitage.
That's it. I resemble that remark. Well, what do you expect when somebody's fucking give you fucking proper real ale laced with fucking Jaeger bombs?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Had a few nights like that over here. Refresher bombs, Jaeger bombs.
Much sooner have a bottle of single malt.
Yeah.
So would I. I just can't drink it anymore. My stomach will not tolerate it at all.
I think I might get that bottle of Glenfiddich out that's in, is it Glenfiddich or Glenmorangie? I've got it in garage. You might have
Good stuff.
We drama that.
Both of them are nice.
It's been in there that long, he's forgotten what it is.
Yeah. Well, when I bought it, it was 12-year-old, and that must have been about 14, 15 years ago.
Glenfiddich got a really nice sherry cask reserve.
Yeah.
That's one that I used to get.
I might get that bottle out and have a wee dram on the birthday stream. Got to happen.
Arbor Oh.
Oh.
Or Auchentoshan. Oh, yeah. I love that stuff.
Auchentoshan.
That is really nice.
I've tried the Welsh one, Penderyn. That's nice.
Thing is, Jameson's as well is actually really, really nice. It's just The problem is, though, is it's too nice. Goes down a bit too easily.
There's no such thing as too nice.
Jameson triple distilled.
Yep.
Yeah.
They do. I think it's
with just a cube of ice. 1 cube of ice.
Yeah, that's what it doesn't need.
Holy fuck!
Yeah,
doesn't need any more.
Lovely stuff.
Or better still, get like I've got the stones.
Mm.
You just freeze that up, put that in. Oh,
yeah.
I wish I could drink again. No,
not in your meds.
That's the thing. I mean, I don't miss it. Sometimes I just miss the flavour more than anything.
Talking about Bill this year, we were talking about it the other week because he can't drink, obviously, with his medicine. I don't miss it, but I miss actually the taste of it. I miss having a nice drink of it.
Yeah. I mean, they do. I know they can do like it's different with like beers. Obviously, you can get non-alcoholic beers, and I'll be honest, I had a couple when I was in Birmingham.
Yeah,
and literally can't taste the difference these days. Literally cannot taste the difference.
So they've completely changed, haven't they?
Yeah. So
when they brought, do you remember
I'd like to see them do a whiskey.
They brought out
malt, non-alcoholic
Caliber,
one,
didn't they? They brought out Caliber.
Oh yeah, Caliber. That was the first one. Billy Connolly was there.
Yeah, I remember that.
He was the spokesman.
Fucking terrible, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, that was that was
when he did them adverts and whipped his beard off.
Yep.
Oh, talking of which, we saw a video earlier. Count Dankula, he's far out him, and he meant to trim his beard.
He's got one, Martin.
He just fucking took it off. No, get it right, G. I've got two.
Oh, there you go. Show off. I'm just jealous. Oh, that is gorgeous, man.
You see again, it's not got that stupid fucking high fill lacquer on it.
That's what I love about his stuff.
So it looks natural. It looks.
I don't know if the camera's going to, but yeah,
you can
some of the blue dyes turn green, so it's a one-off.
Oh,
B stock. So I've got that one. Good effort.
That was in honour of Ola.
Well, I've got the 7-string.
Nice.
It
Again,
does look nice, murdered out.
I'm waiting on him releasing a fan fret bass. As soon as he does a fan fret bass, I'm jumping on it.
It wouldn't surprise me if he does one soon.
I think he's tried out a couple of fan frets now, so I think he's...
Yeah.
And I do remember him saying that he did like the feel of the last one that he played.
Mm.
So it wouldn't surprise me if he does. Don't think he's got any fan frets yet, has he?
No, I don't think he has at the minute. I'm not.
I know he's got baritones, but I don't think he's got a fan fret yet.
No, not a fan fret. I've not tried any fan fret basses, but I've got a fan fret 7-string.
Mm-hmm. I'm desperate for one, man. And a guitar as well, fan fret guitar. I still intend on getting that Cort eventually, but I need to save for this holiday and get save for my house first.
Absolutely. Fan fret 7-string Cort I've got. It's fucking fantastic guitar.
Is that green by any chance?
That's the one.
That's the one that I was going to get.
Let me see if I can get it. Let me see if I can get it out. That's what she said.
Right.
If he gets it out, it's going to get us banned.
Oh yeah, it's not going back.
Let's make a call. Yeah, I've saw them, Bill. There was one I was looking at that I was ready to pull the trigger on like a couple of years back. Yep, that is the very one. That is the exact one I was going to get. How's it play?
Fantastic.
Caught stuff usually does.
Yeah, and it's got the fisherman pickups in there as well.
Yep.
Which I've got the coil split.
They're standard on that one, aren't they?
Yeah, yeah.
Aye. Double truss.
Yeah, double truss.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, cots.
It's fantastic. It sounds good.
A lot of people look down at Cort, but for a budget brand, their stuff is incredible. I still insist. Their stuff is fantastic.
I've not had a problem with. In fact,
I never had one issue, and I still haven't had an issue ever with that base that I've got, and that's a 96 model.
Well, on the next song I've got coming up, that's played on the 7-string. I'll send it to you guys when I finish mix. I'll send it to you later. It's the Cort I'm playing on that on both sides.
Ah.
What amps am I using? I'm using the NAM with the.
Oh, totally. They're under the umbrella of Ibanez, Bill.
Yeah. I'm using the NAM amps in with a couple of tones from the Willem Miranda pack.
Right.
The Carcass tones.
I take it that's the same NAM as in NAIM.
No, NAM. Neural Amp Modeler.
Yeah.
Because there's NAM as in NAIM, which are the audio people. Yeah, no. And fuck me, they're expensive, some of their stuff.
Yeah, no, it's not one of them.
No, Cort stuff is fantastic. The only thing that I wasn't sure of with that guitar, but I learned this from that bass that I have. The only thing I didn't like the look of was the headstock. Reminded me too much of the EVH Wolfgang.
It's bigger than the EVH headstock.
Oh, I know it has to be, obviously, because it's 7, but yeah, I never liked that headstock, even in the EVH. But I learned, don't judge by its looks, from that bass, because that's why my mate said, don't look at it before I even played it.
Yeah.
So just don't even look, just play. I started playing, and I'm like, holy shit, this is better than the Fender. And he was like, right, have a look, and I'm like, hey, it's brown.
I've had no issues with that. Plays fantastic. Action's fucking phenomenal on it. And the guy who I got that off got it at one of the guitar shows, and he's now got an 8-string. He's got the same model, but in the 8-string.
Oh, wait a minute. It might have been the 8-string I was going for. Now that I think about it.
I
think it was, because I've got a 7-string, so I was thinking I need that. But I want to get something. I wanted to get an 8 so that I could do my sugar stuff.
Yeah. It was that expensive. I'm sure it was less than 600 quid. It were selling it for at the show, if I remember rightly. Although there were another stall, they were selling a Jackson 7-string. But
I still love Jackson stuff. The headstocks, I love the headstocks in this.
The only thing, it got a big dent. Well, it weren't a dent. It got a big fucking chip about that big in body. Right. And they're not 25 quid off at price.
Okay.
No, you want to be looking a lot more than that off.
Yeah.
No, I've no issues with that chord guitar at all.
Yeah, they've been around for
they've been around for a while.
years and years. So I think it was just one of those things. They were independent at one time, but then they get taken in under the Ibanez umbrella.
Which I don't suppose is a bad thing for them.
No. So it's Quartz basically like Ibanez's Epiphone.
Yeah. The same guy who bought that off. I see he has a few courts on there, and he has a few court bases as well. Some are just basic models, and then he's got some more fancier models for about £400-500, which look really nice as well. They've got all sorts of fucking switches on them.
Yeah. Even Glenn Fricker.
Yeah.
He recently got I say recently, it was like maybe in the past 3-4 months, I remember him trying this out. He found a court. He was trying to find budget guitars that were good for recording metal.
Yeah.
Good budget entry level guitars. And that was one of the ones that he found. Wasn't that fan fret, but it was a Court electric.
Yeah.
And he had nothing but good things to say about it.
Oh, I'd say out of the ones I've tried, I'd recommend them.
Yeah.
To anybody. End of the day, your average punter don't look at what name's on fucking headstock. Does it sound good? That's all they give a shit about.
Does it do the thing?
Exactly.
Yes.
When you're recording, does it stay in tune?
Yeah. Well, that's always got to be a main feature.
I mean, how much did I pay for that? I think I only paid just about $5.25. I think I paid for that one.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think brand new it was going to be about.
I think brand new. I think there was six and a half, $7.
Yeah, I think that's how much I saw it for.
Yeah. For the guitar that's got Fishmans and fucking locking tuners.
Yeah. That was for the 8 though.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it was 6 or 8, so it's probably cheaper for the slightly.
Yeah.
Probably only about 20 or 30.
Yeah, there weren't much difference in them.
Yeah. It's weird you saying that, actually. We were talking about something earlier on, Martin. That's the...
yeah.
I
can't show you that. You'll have to wait for the video.
Yeah. It's a good thing to find if you are in the guitar industry, is find somewhere where you can get good, cheap timber.
Yep.
Especially
because if you're custom making, you can ask whatever you like.
Yep.
There's a nice yew tree in our local graveyard.
Get it fucking chopped down.
Don't think the family will be too happy, but just wait till they see the fucking 8-string I make from this thing.
I'm just gonna put a cow in there. Just push a cow. Like, look, the cow did it.
Look at the cow.
It's a high-speed collision between the cow and the tree.
That's right, Brian. Yeah, Brian.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
George Loudon, of Loudon Guitars, he started making guitars from old shipwrecks.
Yeah.
Old boat wrecks that used to wash up on his local beach. He just started making guitars from them, and the guy's now a multi-millionaire.
This time next year, Rodney,
The only reason I know about him is because I had to do a study of him for one of my music courses.
Yeah.
In college. He got famous because he'd put all his time and effort into this one acoustic. Made it really, really nice. Heard about Phil Collins was having a party, house party, and there was going to be all these musicians there. He says, and he chapped the door, and I think it was Sting that answered. He's like, can I speak to Phil, please? No, it was Eric Clapton. It was Eric Clapton. It was him that was throwing the party, but it was Sting that answered the door, and he says, can I speak to Eric? And he gave him the guitar, and Eric Clapton from that moment on started playing Loudon guitars if he was playing acoustic. So as soon as everybody saw the Loudon name, that was it.
Yep.
You don't get that lucky very often.
Nope.
No.
But it only takes once.
Absolutely.
Yes. The other story that I had to...
originally called Smile.
The other story that's related to the music business that I had to learn about was Louis Theremin.
Yeah.
Being abducted by KGB and his family being abducted as well.
Yeah.
Being forced to make the very first, what do you call it, listening bug for the KGB. It was actually him that made it. Him, the very man that gave you the soundtrack for the Forbidden Planet movie. Or The Instrument. It's nuts, man.
Sure is.
Does that mean it's Bill's birthday now? Does that mean Bill's 171?
171 today.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Bill.
Happy once round the sun.
Happy birthday, bud.
Have a good one, dude.
Yep.
That's another one down, Bill.
Another one bites the dust. Come on. Hey, Bill, it's better than the alternative.
Yeah, the alternative's a bit...
yeah. It's a bit permanent, isn't it, the alternative?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, go on then. We'll stay a bit longer then. Yeah. Anybody looking for a good cheap guitar, just look at Court.
Or Basis.
Hello Kitty.
Yeah, or Hello Kitty.
Yeah, you can play Sabbath on them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's Zacky Boy.
Yeah, I tried that too, Bill. It doesn't work.
Yeah. Can you remember being 39, Bill?
You can't remember being 59, let alone 39. It's all right. I'll get all this abuse back off him anyway, on when it's mine.
Yeah, absolutely.
I expect no different. What's more annoying is when Tyler goes, well, I'm only 33. Yeah, well, you won't make 34 if you keep going.
Goddamn whippersnapper.
God damn it.
We know people, Tyler. Tyler, you fucking child.
Well, he is. The Amish, the Amish pickle fiddler.
Oh. Did you see that video that Bobby put up the other day about setting up his new studio?
No.
I'm nearly 40. I thought, fuck off.
There's no need for it.
Yeah.
I mean to ask you, has he stopped doing the Song of the Month to mix?
Yeah, because I've not seen him put any new ones up last couple of months.
So I went to look for this month because nothing.
Martin, Bill was roadie.
Probably because he has been busy right enough. But
yeah, I know he's been busy sort of designing a new studio.
Because I know he's done the song challenge, the Write the Song challenge.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's like going to replacing the monthly thing.
I think he's just trying to change things up a little bit every now and again.
No, it's just because I had been in the chat for a while, and I went back in the other night, and I noticed there was a few people that had been going back and they'd been redoing, like restarting stuff that they'd already mixed.
Yeah,
you know, there's quite a few of them doing it, so they're obviously looking for more stuff.
Yeah, because I went back and remixed. I think it was the very first one from scratch again, and I think it does sound. I can see where I've improved. Personally, I think it sounds a lot better.
Yeah, there was one guy put a mix in, and holy shit! I think he was talking about he'd been
in that group.
He'd been trying to like relearn compression so that he could tame drum transients.
Yeah,
and the kicks fucking sound he had in this track was brutal.
Bill Richards, Mozart's roadie.
The one I thought I'd join in.
Oh, it's like we've just drank fizzy lifting drink. And we're about to hit a fan. Quick, burp it out.
Oh, that's what you need. You need one of them big fans when you do a burp. Record it.
Get there.
Oh. I keep threatening to record Lisa when she's having a bit of road rage and putting it in a song. Oh,
do it.
Bastard. Oh, I'll just wait for that abuse now.
Just give it to me and I'll do the sample treatment so she'll never know it was her.
Yeah. It fucking is. Oh,
it's been good though. I've been watching, Mike Shreds.
Yeah.
On Twitch. He's changed his name, by the way. He's now Mike Arelli. But he's been doing like the full backing tracks for the stuff that he's doing rather than using like the band's tracks.
Cool.
So he's trying to eventually for the more popular songs, he's been doing his own versions, like backing vocals the lot. So he's been mixing them live on stream lately. So it's been really fucking interesting to watch him, mixing vocals. Because he does really, really fucking layered stuff when it comes to vocals. It was the track that he was doing the other night. It was 8 or 9 different double-tracked vocals. In one song.
I can't disagree with that.
That wasn't her at the beginning, deep down into the pain, was it? Not Lisa, I'm talking about Five's Missus. No way. That was the track that gave us Devin Townsend for the first time.
Yeah.
And the only time that Steve Vai has ever sounded immense. As far as I'm concerned. I remember hearing that track and hearing Devin's vocals, and I was like, holy shit, Steve Vai got fucking real good, man. And then Devin left and he just went back to doing the same old shit again.
The stuff that you get bored after 5 minutes of.
Yeah.
Steve Vai's vocals have never been.
No.
No. He's strong suit.
Nah.
Same with Joe Satriani.
That's true.
Yeah.
She's not a fan of Joe Satriani.
No. There's never that big on him either.
Got a couple of tracks I don't mind. Bad Moon Rising. I didn't mind that one.
Satch Biggie.
Yeah.
Surfing with the Alien. Oh, hell yeah, you can, Bill.
Well,
that was another one that Mike was mixing, actually. He done a Devon track. Oh, shit, what was it? When was it he was doing? Wild Colonial Boy. And holy fuck, man. If you close your eyes, honestly, he done that good of a job. If you closed your eyes at times, you're like, is that a Devon's version?
Yeah.
Yeah, Satch took himself too seriously.
Yeah.
Except for, ironically, the one you mentioned, Lee.
Oh, Bad Moon Rising.
Yep, that's one.
And that's it. That's a bit more simple, a bit more bluesy.
Yep.
See, for me, Devin Townsend, the only issue I have with him is his recordings are too clinical.
Yeah.
And I don't know whether it's me.
It's not. I've heard a lot of people saying that. It's because he's too precise. That's why.
His recording and his production is very, very good. Don't get me wrong, I'm not putting him down. But it's just too surgical, the way it feels a bit surgical to me.
Mike, it's funny because Mike was talking about this as well, but when he was mixing that track, he was saying usually when it comes to metal, the approach when it comes to recording is, yes, have a metronome if you want to keep everything in time.
Yeah.
But don't have everything lining up on the grid. Don't have every single, like, especially with the drums, don't ever have everything lining up perfectly on the grid.
Yeah.
Devin's approach, though, is just that, have everything line up exactly where it should be. And that goes for vocals as well. Devin, everybody's heard him singing live, and you know that he can hit those notes perfectly every time.
Yeah.
Yet, apparently, Mike's watched him mix, and he says he still uses Melodyne on his vocals. He still goes in and still fine tunes every bit of his vocals so that it all fits perfectly. And that's probably why, to your ears, it probably just sounds like it's too much sometimes.
I don't doubt that, Bill. I don't doubt for a second that he can do it live. Not a second he can produce it. It's just that sometimes, like what I've said before about other artists, is sometimes you like that little bit of
humanity.
Humanity, a little bit, the track to be a bit gritty, a little bit not quite right, a little bit dirty, a little bit. I'm going back to really,
like we were saying,
attitude towards
some dissonance can be pleasurable.
Yeah.
If you listen to Motorhead, any fucking recording, none of them are fucking great recordings, let's be honest. But it sounds good to your ears, or to my ears, it sounds good. Yeah. It's a strange one, isn't it?
And I think that's where a lot of gent fell down, because everything
it was so in the grid, But I think it works for him, though, because of his stuff is so full. It kind of has to be very regimented because he's got so much going on. There's so many instruments, so many layers that they all have to have anchors. And those anchors are usually going to be the beats, which is the grid points. You know what I mean? So everything kind of has to line up in the grid for him.
Yeah. I mean, I've mentioned this before, and you've seen it. It's like Bobby says. There's a way of editing and still keeping that human element. Not everything has to be on the grid.
Yeah.
It's very true.
A slight bit of drift can be actually quite a good wee trick.
I think that goes back to
for creating a mood or a feel.
Yeah.
If you want something to sound really relaxed, but sounds slightly sluggish.
It possibly goes back to the era of music you grow up with as well, I think. We were all sort of grown up with older recordings.
Yeah.
Which wasn't necessarily recorded that well for the time.
That's true, because that's one thing about him is he very much embraced the digital, though. That's another reason why you're probably not and don't enjoy it as much, is because it's too perfect. We expect that bit of noise somewhere.
I think that's the thing.
Or a slight audio article somewhere to stick out. Something sticking out above somewhere.
Yeah.
An imperfection somewhere. But with his stuff, it's too perfect. Even the quality and.
I mean, all my stuff, there's some imperfections in there, but if it sounds good, I'll leave it in. If I don't think it sounds good, I'll re-record that part.
It works. If it works, it works. For most genres, it will work.
Yeah, and it's like we've said this numerous times. We're mixing. You need that bit of sort of console style saturation in there to dirty the sound up.
Yeah, because our own ears, if we are listening to the band or any kind of music like live, or through a speaker, we're used to hearing it that way. So it's when you're there in the moment listening to it through the speaker, it's already been filtered.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And you're getting that those frequencies are being tainted already.
Yeah.
So you expect it to sound like that. So if it's too perfect when you listen to it at home through headphones or whatever, if it's too perfect, you're going to be like, it doesn't sound right.
Yeah.
Really. So it'll have the uncanny valley effect for your ears.
You need that noise floor.
Yeah.
Like you say, our ears are tuned to that now, especially as old gits like Bill.
Yeah, he's been talking about remixing, or he would have liked to have done a couple of the older albums in Atmos.
So I've not tried Atmos out yet.
I think he's using that exclusively now.
Yeah.
On his albums.
In one of the latest versions of Studio One, they did put Atmos in one of the updates. Right. I've not tried it yet.
Don't have it for Ableton.
But now at the minute I've just kept it as is, just kept it in stereo.
Yeah. Again, it's different for him because of the amount of instruments he's got. So he needs to, more often than not, he's having to think of it from a conductor's point of view.
I get that.
He's having to regiment. This section is going to have to be over here in the spectrum, but I've already got X there. If I was there in real time, my hearing would be picking it up different. I'd have 3D sound. It wouldn't just be left, right. So that with the Atmos, he can actually push beyond stereo. He can push that, like a brass section further back in the row.
Oh, fucking hell. I've been to plenty of venues where they've had shitty sound engineers.
Every one of the engineers that I worked with was shit except for one.
Oh, in fact.
And it was the guy that done one of our last gigs.
This weren't even a small band. Well, they were a small band, but they were on a decent tour. We went to see Clutch last year. I can't remember the name of the band, but first band that were on that night. Okay, I don't know doing their live sound, but it sounded absolute shite.
Yeah. Sometimes, I'm not saying this is what's happened, but sometimes bands, engineers are told to make support bands sound shit.
Yeah, there is that as well.
Because then people get used to that sound.
Yeah.
And then when the actual band comes on and it's all properly done, they're like,
this band that we're on for, all you could really hear was bass.
Yeah.
No, you've got too much bass in there. Turn that down some.
Yeah.
We want to hear the whole band.
No, it was one of the Lufthansa's heist last gigs. It was the second last one we done, Belfast at Voodoo. And this guy was fucking fantastic at what he done. He had the drums sounding beautiful. The snare had that real cannon sound. The typical proper metal fucking cannon snare. Toms were gorgeous and the kick was nice and punchy. Just a nice amount of high end for a kind of tappy sound as well.
Yeah.
Bass was beautiful. Guitars, brutal. Vocals, which was me, were fucking sounding great as well because he somehow knew what was coming. He read the bands nicely, this guy.
Yep.
I think that was a big part of why he was good, is that he didn't just kind of go, he wouldn't just do a sound check and then go, right, that's it, and walk away. That's it, done, job done. Everything stays at that same level and with that one effect on, for the rest of the night. He would actually sit and he'd listen to the song in real time. He'd stay at the desk. So he knew a chorus was coming up, so he would stick a nice wee bit of reverb and delay in the vocals.
Nice.
And everything just sounded massive.
Well, that's what you want, a sound guy that knows what they're fucking doing.
Yeah. As I said, that's why he was good, though, was because he actually was sitting listening.
Yeah.
He didn't just there's too many of the guys that I've seen, they would do a soundtrack and then they'd go, right, that's it. They'd maybe stay at the desk, but all they would just go do is, I heard a wee bit of feedback there, and turn the volume down a bit on the vocals. They wouldn't do anything with effects or anything,
Here's a pointless one for you. Pointless fact. Do you know where Dolby and Dolby Atmos originally came from?
Go on.
It came from something called the Hafler theory. The Hafler theory is using a third speaker in the rear connected to the left and right front channels. So it creates a rear image to the sound that you've got coming at you from stereo speakers. It fills in from the back of the room. Yeah. It's called the Hafler theory, and it was Brian Eno. Yep, it was Brian Eno who came up.
Yeah, I knew it was Brian Eno.
Yeah,
but get it right. It's not Dolby. It's Dobley.
Dobley. Dobley sound. Dobley Atmos.
You can't record metal in Dobley. Oh, people of a certain age will get that.
Yep.
Oh, right. We're going just over 3 hours. I think we'll call it at that.
No
big happy birthday to Bill.
Yep. Have a good day, dude.
You two want to say your guys?
Go ahead, Matt.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Bill. At least you've made another one. So, however old you are now, 750. He's gonna kill me later. Is he drunk? I can't even write cheers. Anyway, yeah.
He might be looking at the nurse's pictures again.
He's treated himself for his birthday.
Yeah.
Got his blow-up nurse out. I will be back on for our Sunday show later this week. The pickled American should be back this week unless he decides to go off.
Depends if he's playing with his pickle again.
God knows what he's doing. So I hope everyone has a good rest of the week. And yeah, over to you, G.
All right, cheers, man. Happy birthday, Bill. Have a good one. And I don't know if we're doing a show Sunday with Nick and Mike. Don't know I think Jenny's back this week, so we might be doing one. Don't know if Nick's missing the streaming, but he hasn't.
Jenny shoots, you might just book another week.
Might do. So I don't know, but keep an eye out anyway. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And thanks again, guys. See you in the next one.
Yep. Yeah. Same sentiment. Happy birthday, Bill. Have a good one. And yeah, I think it's been another interesting show. We've been on a few different tangents again.
Oh yeah.
Always. And yeah, thanks everybody for watching. If you're watching on the replay, leave us a comment and we might read it out on the next show. Yeah. As always, keep it loud. Keep it heavy.
Yeah.